won't be a moment. We'll get it started. Also, for some reason the webcam is... Oh, never mind. For a moment it didn't detect the whatchamacallit. What's it called again? Green screen, there we go. Just a little bit on the slow side today. Case in point, forgot my freaking phone charger. Oh, I got an advert. On my fucking wrist. That hurts. Oh, man. Oh, shit. I'm just gonna tighten this, actually. Annoyingly. It's not providing much support for my wrist. Yeah, It's not really a broken bone, but yeah, my right wrist is rather fucked at the moment. So yeah, I'm not going to be pleasuring many women at the moment with only one hand. So yeah, just got a fucked wrist, so that's fun. I still haven't got my headphones in either because doing everything with one hand is quite the challenge. I'm surprised that I even got the stream going, to be honest. Like, I thought it was going to be way harder to do things with one hand. Oh, I accidentally turned off the music. Good job, mate. God damn it. I had one job. Right, let's try that again. Where's the music? There it is. Alright, boom. I meant to lower the volume. I accidentally turned the whole thing off. There it is. Because I am having a good day. I'm having a good week. It's actually not that painful, to be fair. It's just every now and then it just really like gets pain. And I had to do it like literally not even a week until my birthday. So I pick my moments. I really do. Oh, fuck that. Why is that? That's the most stupid thing, like that. I've got like this setting that pops up, it's really dumb. I feel like it's because of the bloody cast, it just rests on the keyboard. I never had this issue before. I think it's just because the cast is too bulky and it keeps resting on my fucking keyboard. It's still quite annoying, though. But yeah, in answer to everyone's question, I'm not doing too bad aside from that. Oh, fuck. Yeah, it's definitely the cast. It literally just rested on something then and just pulled up the fucking Emojis menu. That's so dumb. What did you think of what I sent you? Yeah, I got a gift pop-up. Which was, we have to deal with this for how much time? I mean, I don't really know, to be honest. Like, I haven't had the wrist, like, diagnosed or anything yet. Although my boss at work was like, yeah, you should, if it keeps persisting, you should probably go, like, check that out. It's like I'm still at work and I'm still like chilling. It's just that I can't like lift heavy boxes or anything now. I can't lift like machinery or anything. It's a bit of a bastard. But it is what it is. Just gotta get on with life. So for some reason the heater keeps turning off. You're about as reliable as Joe Biden. You provide as much heat as him as well.
What do you think would happen if the End took over the Knight instead of Supreme?
I mean, the Knight would have one hell of a sword. It could even be like Darth Vader. He could get like a lightsaber, like it's like amped by the End. Like that'd be sick. But yeah, with that being said, chat, let's oh god, typing is so painful. Ow. Right, let's should we start the day off with IGNs?
God, please, no.
Let's start it off with IGN's video, because this is like, we need to study this video. So this video is literally what to not do. If you're a new YouTuber starting out, you want to review games and stuff, what do you not do? Like, how do you not do this? Also, thank you for the donation, by the way. It really means a lot. But yes, with that being said, let's begin.
There's one thing you should know about Sonic Unleashed before spending your hard-earned money on it. It's a big piece of garbage.
Is it now?
Big piece of garbage. That should probably be enough to warn
We're
off
off to a great
anybody who's
start so
thinking
far.
about playing it, but I guess we should talk a little bit more about it, just in case you like to hear this tortured sound of my voice. Indeed, it's games like this that make review.
Oh, hold on.
Also, yeah, I heard about the Rift. Freaking, you should probably cancel the stream and lay down and rest.
Never.
Just, yeah, was I thinking you're too stubborn for that?
It's genuinely like not that serious. It's not. I feel like if it was broken, I wouldn't be able to lift it at all. Like it would be in like a sling. I think it's literally just. I've fucked the wrist. Like I've lifted one too many things. I lifted something a bit too heavy for me, and my wrist probably needs like a week or so. Like that's basically all there is to it.
I'm just saying because I got through a broken, injured ankle a long time ago, and freaking it was one of the worst things ever.
I've never broken a bone. I'm very grateful for that. Right, let's get started.
Yeah,
Sound of my voice.
Alright.
Indeed, it's games like this that make reviewers rethink their lives. Now, I have a theory when
Funny because you got fired for this review.
it comes to Sonic games. Someone at Sega.
Wait, that
hates
really
the
happened?
Hedgehog
Yeah, this guy got fired because his review on Unleashed was so shit.
Wow, IGN actually.
Oh
did a
my
smart
good
thing for
gracious,
once.
I've just realized, look at the like to dislike ratio. This is literally that vegan teacher levels of bad. That is that is at least a 90% like to dislike ratio. That's insane.
I've seen fucking Paul videos with more likes than that.
I mean, usually I don't really... How do I dislike a video twice? It's like... the thing is that I don't like it when people say skill issue, because generally speaking, like, skill issue is, like, it's literally a nothing argument. But I'm fairly certain this is the video where he literally jumped over a ramp. Like, he literally jumped into a bottomless pit. It's like, how is that anything but a skill issue? Like, you literally had one job. Do nothing, and you still fucked it up.
Happy soon birthday, Rift.
Hey, Pip Demon, thank you. Happy soon birthday, Rift. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to be doing for the birthday streams, because we've basically got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I might do
Hey, your birthday's coming up?
yeah, my birthday's on Sunday. Or Saturday, one of the two.
Oh. Oh shit, happy birthday, man.
Who's the vegan teacher? Just Google that vegan teacher and have a field day. She literally said that Pope Francis deserved to die and he's in hell because he eats meat. I'm just gonna leave it at that, really.
with all his might, and he's going about trying to sabotage the franchise with these awful games.
See, this is the first thing that this is how you know this guy's shit at the game. He power levels life, and he has not upgraded Unleashed once. Like that's how you know we're dealing with an intelligent individual.
There's no explanation that makes any sense to me. Pretty much every decision made for this game was
Oh, he
wrong
fucked up a skill check.
one.
Good job.
And Sonic ends up taking more beating than a
Oh,
pinata.
he missed. So he misses the skill check.
Pretty much every decision made for this game
And then
was the
he
wrong one.
immediately,
And Sonic
like-
ends up taking more beating than a pinata because of it. The gameplay in Sonic Unleashed is split up into 3 equal
He's also
parts.
not
There are
boosting.
daytime
Like, I'm guessing he just didn't pay attention to the tutorial.
stages which are actually very good. There are nighttime
Oh my bloody hell. Let me watch.
3 equal parts. There are daytime stages which are actually very good. There are night
Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. literally with the springs, you don't stand. It's basic physics. You stand furthest away, and it propels you upwards the most.
TM stages, which are actually
Yeah, I'm by no means a good
and then
Sonic
there's
player.
also the
Even
hub
I
city
find this
where you do a lot of
embarrassing.
exploration stuff, and that's boring as
It's
can
like
be.
it's like that.
The daytime
It's like
state-
that. It's like that Shadow Generations guy where it's like he boosted into some lasers, got back up, boosted into the same set of lasers, and then said the game was crap. It's like
Stages are actually pretty fun. It's fast platforming that is mostly on rails, and
it's fast platforming. Meanwhile, it takes you like a minute and a half to beat a 40-second level.
fast platforming that is mostly on rails, and for a brief moment you might actually think to yourself, wow, this is what
Oh my god, 2 minutes? This is like a 1 minute part of the level. Like, the entire level takes 2.5 minutes to beat, and you're not even halfway through.
current gen Sonic game should be. Of course, your hopes will be brutally dashed later on, but never mind that for now. The daytime sections aren't perfect by any means. The jump button can be...
Did he just fuck that up?
Of course, your hopes will be brutally dashed later on, but never mind that for now. The daytime sections aren't perfect by any means. The jump
He
button
literally
can
messed up the homing attack. That's amazing.
be fatally unresponsive at times, and it's
He uses the boost as like a spamming thing. That's actually hilarious.
just a lot of trial and error gameplay.
See, whenever you... Oh, this is the infamous moment where he jumps over the ramp and plummets to his death. It's like, those people that say Unleashed is overrated, but Adventure 2 is peak, I just imagine this is their gameplay.
Aren't perfect by any means. The jump button can be fatally unresponsive at times, and it's just a lot of
Look,
trial and error gameplay that
he
can
literally
get a little bit
jumps
repetitive
over-
after a while.
That is
You know,
just
if the
peak.
game was just 3 hours and only contained these daytime section, it wouldn't be such a bad thing, and actually, it'd be a pretty good game. You know, I can even overlook the stupid airplane part that they stuck in, which is a rail shooter.
They did the
where you
same
don't
with
actually Really
Frontiers.
get to shoot guns.
Oh, I don't think I've actually
See, the
seen that
problem
Frontiers
is
review.
The sun goes down, and what happens
Wait,
when the
they
sun goes
reviewed
down? Well, of
Frontiers?
course,
I mean, they reviewed every
I never
Sonic
knew
game,
that.
let's be honest. I mean, I know that the stream is like Unleashed reviews, but I mean, I could just rename it and be like... We should do a stream where we look at every single IGN Sonic review.
Sonic turns into a werewolf. Oh,
I say
excuse
go
me,
for it.
Werehog.
Should that be my birthday stream? What do you think? Should I play Unleashed from start to finish, or shall we watch every single IGN Sonic video?
If you want to use the official terminology.
That depends. Do you want to
This
have
is why I
fun
do
or do
this
you
as
want to
well.
be miserable?
Well,
I mean, I'll have fun no matter what, but like, what do you guys want?
it's not really worth getting into. However, you should
I say
know
go.
that the
Let's
game
check out
changes
the
completely.
IGN reviews.
Gone
That actually
is the
sounds
speed-
pretty fun.
I'll just put a poll in chat. Fuck it.
Yeah, probably just
If I
do a
can
poll.
remember how.
It's really up.
I don't know if I can remember how. Hold on.
Oh, well, anyway, I gotta take off for right now. I'll join the stream again as soon as I can.
Oh, that's a Q&A. What
see you
a
in a-
dickhead. Hold on. Yeah, take care, dude.
All right, take it easy.
I have a sneaking suspicion I know what you guys all want to see, but we'll see regardless.
Speed of Sonic replaced by a bunch of boring brawling sections. The frame
Boring
rate's bad,
brawling
the
sections.
camera's bad, and the fighting stuff is just tedious and terrible.
Tedious and terrible. See, the funny thing is that I actually kind of agree with the first thing they said about like the frame rate being bad, but it's like that doesn't even matter anymore because it's like the frame rate was only bad like on the Xbox One and the Xbox 360. It's like that's not really a thing anymore. So it's like I agree with them on that, but everything else, no. It's like the combat for the Werehog, whether you want it in a Sonic game, it's like it's a really good, well-made system, I think. That's what I think, anyways.
As a Werehog, you go around beating the crap out of stuff and performing a bunch of really bad platforming sections. Oh yeah, and you have stretchy arms, because, you know, everybody knows that werewolves have stretchy arms. Even worse is that these stages drag on for like a half hour each. There's no excuse.
Well, it's funny, he's not even sprinting around. It's like, yeah, you're literally ignoring, like, some of your most important abilities, and then you're complaining the game's crap. It's like, yeah, what were you expecting? It would be like if you played a Mario game and you didn't, like, jump. It's like, yeah, and you complained that the game was crap. It's like, yeah, what were you expecting?
To extend the pain this much, especially since the fun daytime levels only last 4 or 5 minutes.
Like, he's not boosting, he's not drifting.
Sonic the Werehog makes
He's
Big
not
the Cat look like an
sprinting.
endearing character. Yeah, it's that bad. Even if there were just those 2 kinds of levels, this game wouldn't be that bad. Sure, you'd have to endure the horrible nighttime levels,
Like,
but
he's not
you'd
sprinting
always
here
know
to
that
speed
the
things
daytime
up.
was coming soon
Didn't
enough.
they remaster Unleashed for the Series X? No, they made it backwards compatible. They didn't remaster it. Like, it's still the Xbox 360 version. It just, like, runs better because of the frame rates. Riff, since your birthday is coming up, what do you want via a game or draw? I mean, it's up to you, dude. Like, you don't have to get me anything for my birthday, but I appreciate it.
And you'd get to enjoy those. However, Team Sonic didn't want to let any slip-ups happen. They had to make this game bad. So how do you make it worse? Well, first, you add completely unnecessary RPG elements. You gain XP for every bad guy you kill.
Should I make a proper video on this? Like, genuinely? Like, should I genuinely just make a video breaking this down? Like, I know I'm like 18 years to the freaking to the party, but I mean, since I'm like the Sonic Unleashed guy, maybe I should. I don't know. When's my birthday? Either Saturday or Sunday, one of the two.
And then you can spend this XP to increase things like Sonic speed or your Werehog's moveset. It's not so terrible, but it does seem unnecessary. I mean, really, do I need to pay to upgrade Sonic's speed? Shouldn't Sonic be as fast as he can be from the get-go? Isn't that the reason why I bought a Sonic game in the first place?
I mean, when you're playing a Sonic game this freaking fast, I think it's okay to, you know, have to level up your speed. Because it's like, especially when you go from 06 to Unleashed, it's like, yeah, you're basically doing the Mach speed sections, but all the time. It's like, yeah, it would make sense that you start off slower and you build yourself up to the max speed. Because if you just go from 0 to 100 straight away, it's like, you're gonna be shit at it. I mean, he's shit at it already, but for different reasons.
But that's not all. I've saved the best for last. Convinced that Sonic fans don't just want to run really fast and have fun, there are hub worlds.
Literally, what's wrong with
terrible
hub worlds? Like, hub worlds can be good or bad depending on how they're implemented. Like, hub worlds aren't inherently terrible.
Worlds are where you aimlessly walk around, talk to people for no reason, and collect coins to get to the next level. Oh, and you can cleanse.
You don't know your birthday? I mean, I know the date, I just can't remember when it is. It's either... Like, I definitely know that it's Saturday or Sunday.
Souls by taking pictures of them. I'm not even joking about that. These hubs are a giant waste of time that only serve to annoy the player. And once again, it's just more gameplay that's keeping you away from the one part of Sonic that's fun, and that's the daytime levels. Sonic
I mean, the hub worlds have value, though. Like, they have some of the best music, they have, like, pretty decent areas to explore. They have, Sun and Moon medals, they have collectibles. Like, yeah, I think the hub worlds are pretty solid.
This is a classic example of what happens when a good idea isn't left alone. There's just too much fussing that's been done to this once good formula. It's kind of like having.
So it's like, I don't even know what to say to this. It's like,
happens when a good
he
idea
literally, like, fails to get the LGBT ring.
isn't left alone. There's just
He uses the boost like an attack, like he mashes it rather than just
too much
holding
fussing
it.
that's been done to this
He runs at the speed that old people shag,
formula.
and then
It's
he
kind of-
jumps over the one thing he didn't need to jump over. And he falls into a bottomless pit. It's like, if your gameplay looks like that, it's like... Like, if you're reviewing video games, I feel like you should get someone who actually knows what they're doing. Like, this is not it.
Kind of like having a group of 5-year-olds come up with ideas after giving them a bowl full of sugar. Sure, there are fun parts buried inside, but don't subject yourself to the pain. But the best thing I can say about Sonic Unleashed is that it does at least make the old Sonic the Hedgehog games look a whole lot better. I guess that's something. For the full written review...
See, again, it's like, this is easily one of the most gorgeous looking Sonic games, like, even to this day. I feel like the only game that, like, surpasses this game, or even rivals it, is Shadow Generations. And even then, I think the only thing that Shadow Generations does better than this is, like, cutscene quality. It's like, in terms of stages, I still think Unleashed is on top. I still think Unleashed is king.
Review, head on over to IGN.com.
Yeah, like, yeah, you raise a fair point as well. Like, the fact that this guy got paid to make this review as well, like, it's awful. Also, yes, the irony is not lost on me that it's a 420, 420 Blazer, yeah, the irony is not lost on me, don't worry. My god. I've literally This proves that honest work pays off in the end, no matter how hard IGN tries to tarnish the game's reputation. After all these years, the game has become a masterpiece.
Happy birthday, Rift.
Happy birthday, Rift. Axiom with the $20. Holy shit! Thank you so much. That's awesome, dude. Thank you very much. You definitely didn't need to do that. I appreciate it though. The like to dislike ratio. Yeah, like I genuinely don't know if there's like another like to dislike ratio that's that bad. For Sonic reviews anyways. Like that's actually crazy. This whole sequence hurts so much. Doesn't use the bumpers, doesn't fall on the dash panel and misses the zipline. Spams boost, gets semi-chucked trying to jump on the spring. My guy, you suck at video games at 33. Bro, it is what it is. Like, it's so freaking terrible. But yeah, with that being said, let's try find another bad Sonic review. Bad Sonic Unleashed review. Actually, genuinely, we'll see. Well, we'll take a look at Sonic Unleashed is being held back, because it's like, most of the time, that's just, it is what it is. Have a look at this one,
Xbox
fuck it.
360, PlayStation 3, Nintendo Wii,
Happy
and
early
PlayStation
birthday.
2.
Thank
it
you,
was a major
Kiwi.
turning point in the series when the formula was drastically changed after the damage that Sonic 06 wrought upon the franchise. When the game initially launched, its critical reception was largely poor, with critics lamenting the slow, sluggish Werehog stages while praising the high-octane boost stages. Over the years, though, Sonic Unleashed has developed a sort of cult following, with some fans even claiming that it's the best game in the entire series. So what do I think?
This guy!
Well, spoiler alert, it's complicated. Before
This guy!
we begin, though, I need to get a few things straight. Firstly, I will not be reviewing the Wii or PS2 versions in this video. This is strictly about the
That's good, we don't need that
HD version for the
HD
Xbox
version
360 and PS3. Someday down the line I may cover the SD version, but I'm omitting it for this video due to it being so different and not nearly as impactful on the series as a whole. Secondly, I would apologize for the footage quality,
Rift with
but
a broken
I won't.
wrist.
Why, you
Broken.
may ask? Well, because
Rift
Microsoft
with a
sucks.
broken wrist.
Or Sega does.
Say that
I don't
10
know
times
who
fast.
exactly to blame, but what I do know is that Sonic Unleashed does not have a resolution boost on the Xbox Series X. I don't know why, but it doesn't. I received some comments on my previous video claiming that you can play it in 4K, but I couldn't find anything online to back that up, and my console doesn't
Emulate
give me the
it.
option to do so, either because it really
The
doesn't
Unleashed
exist
project.
or because I haven't sold my soul
Sonic
just to afford
Unleashed
a 4K
recompiled.
monitor. Either way, the footage in this video is at the original 720p resolution of the Xbox 360 version, with the 60 FPS boost provided by the Series X. I'd say I'm sorry, but I'm not, because quite frankly, it's not my fault that these companies refuse to provide a good way to play their games at a decent resolution. Alright?
It's Nintendo!
And
He
finally,
literally
because
just described the Switch.
I know someone is going to comment about this if I don't mention it. Yes, I tried using Xenia, but the game kept doing this, so I opted to go the Series X route. Again, not my fault, so I'm not apologizing.
I mean, all you need to
Deal
do
with
is hit F9
Now,
and it
with all
fixes
that
it.
out of the way, this is my review of Sonic Unleashed. Our story begins on the egg carrier, where Dr. Eggman is about to break
No,
the
don't talk
planet
about
apart with a
the.
giant
Don't talk about
laser.
that. We need to
Sonic
talk about the
arrives,
gameplay.
My gripes with
Everyone-
the story in Unleashed, I'd easily say this is a major...
Wait, hang on. He has gripes with the story. Oh, hold on. Let's run it through the Rift good take check.
to Earth, where he meets a small creature named Chip, who has amnesia because Sonic fell on top of him. Great job, buddy. Together, they set out to restore Chip's memory, stop Eggman, and hopefully repair the planet in the process. If this plot feels familiar, that's probably because it's largely the same concept as an adventure in 06. Eggman awakens...
Literally has fuck all in... People need to stop saying this, the idea that Unleashed and Adventure 1 has the same plot. And Unleashed and 06. Genuinely, what do those stories have in common? People need to stop saying this. It literally makes no sense. Like, genuinely, what do those stories have in common? Not even the premise is the same.
a long dormant god of destruction, and Sonic and friends have to stop it. I suppose you could call it tried and true, but I have to admit the concept was starting to wear a little thin by this
Have
point.
I watched this video
Sonic
before?
Unleashed takes on a much lighter tone than its predecessors,
I don't
with
know.
a heavier emphasis on both verbal and slapstick humor. For the most part, I think this works quite well for the game, while later entries would take this to its logical extreme by
Jesus.
forcing a dad joke out of Sonic's
Sonic Colors
mouth every
look worse
5
than I remember
seconds.
that.
Unleashed balances its corny humor with some genuine heart and manages a story
But
that
then
I
again,
can mostly get
360
behind.
versus Wii.
With this said, though, I do have one issue with it. Unleashed sidelines a majority of Sonic's established supporting cast, which applies to other areas of the game as well, but I'll get to that later. Right now, I want to talk about Tails, because his character seems to have been altered in order to keep him from getting too involved. His only role in the game is to get Sonic from point A to point B in his plane, and sometimes provide intel. While previous games continued his development established in Sonic Adventure, Tails in Unleashed is notably more cowardly. Early on in the game, Sonic is required to save him from Dark Gaia's minions, even though the old Tails wouldn't need any help in this situation. While it doesn't outright ruin the narrative in this case, this characterization would carry over into future games as well, so I feel it's worth mentioning here. Despite my criticisms though, there is plenty of good here as well. I love the way Sonic is portrayed in this game. Even though the cards he's been dealt aren't exactly favorable, he's always giving his all and encouraging Chip to do the same, all while keeping his confident, snarky attitude. This is a really solid rendition of the character, and it's refreshing to see in retrospect compared to how he would be written in later games. And speaking of good characterization, they also nailed Eggman this time around. Granted, he's rarely had any bad portrayals, but it's nice to see.
I was gonna say, it's kind of difficult to fuck up Eggman. Like at this point.
The goofy, egg-shaped mad scientist he is after the boring, vaguely sinister rendition of him we got in 06. He may be a scientific genius, but a wise man he is not. Even his own robots argue with him in this game, and it's hilarious every time. Finally, there's a twist later on in the game where, when Chip finally gets his memory back, it's revealed that he's actually Light Gaia, the entity that's supposed to seal Dark Gaia every few million years. I'll admit it's a bit of a weird twist, but I kind of like it. It shows that even a small, goofy little thing like Chip can hold great power, and I think that's pretty cool. Overall, while I may have my...
Does Sonic only turn into a Werehog under a full moon? No, it's basically every time it's night in the game.
The story in Unleashed, I'd easily say this is a major improvement from the overly complex and serious plot of 06 and the barely there plot of Heroes. This is more in line with how I feel Sonic stories should be treated. Lighthearted, but with heart nonetheless. This brings us to the cutscenes, along with the presentation as a whole. The game cold opens with one of the most universally praised cutscenes in the entire series, and that goes a long way in making a great first impression.
Genuinely, Unleashed has one of the best presentations, like even to this day. Like, they truly did capture lightning in a bottle with this game. What's your favorite Sonic spin-off? It's not really a spin-off, but maybe the Rush games? It's like, I know they're canon, but they're kind of like, not like the mainline ones. It's like, even though they're canon to the mainline games, they're not like the mainline games, if that makes sense. I'd probably say the Rush games. Like, Rush Adventure, I think, is criminally underrated. DS version of Colors is peak.
CGI cinematics are a major highlight when it comes to the visuals of Sonic Unleashed. However, the in-game aesthetics also stand out and are a significant improvement over Sonic 06. This is due to the culmination of a variety of advancements that Sonic Team made in the years leading up to this game's release. See, Sonic Unleashed was the first of many titles to run on the aptly named Hedgehog engine, a proprietary framework with the goal of making levels look as pretty as possible using a combination of real-time and
the only insurance contest on Unleashed is CDs.
I won't bore you with all the technical details, but some of the highlights are global illumination, real-time shadows,
CDs was definitely ahead of its time.
The environments, and some pretty impressive screen space reflections for 2008. Put simply, this game is downright gorgeous, and still holds up thanks to the art direction that coexists with the advanced rendering technology. That said, this did come at a price, that being the game's performance on 7th generation consoles. The Xbox 360 and PS3 versions of Sonic Unleashed have developed kind of a notoriety over the years for their subpar frame rate, rarely reaching their target of 30 FPS. Thankfully, I didn't have to deal.
Well, interestingly enough, apparently the PS3 version could target 60. Like, apparently the PS3 version could achieve 60, but you almost never did it. And obviously, like, I feel like the Xbox 360 version was better overall, because it was, like, more consistent 30 FPS, but it still had, like, graphical dips, especially in the second half.
So with that, when replaying the game for this review, thanks to the Series X, but I thought it was worth mentioning, considering that not everyone can even find the darn thing, much less afford it.
Jesus Christ, it's this image hits different nowadays. Like, I'm fairly certain the Series X is even more expensive nowadays. That's crazy.
Despite this, Unleashed is easily one of the best looking games in the series, and if this game ever receives a PC port, I think the effort that Sonic Team put into the graphics all those years ago will finally pay off when we can play it in glorious Ultra HD. Fancy lighting aside, Sonic...
When did this video come out? A year ago? Yeah, the, what's its face? The, Unleashed Reimagined. Or recompiled, sorry.
Unleashed also excels at character animation, which you may recall was a bit of a sore spot in prior entries. All the world rejoice, because the awful mocap from games past is finally behind us. There's a clear attention to detail that was put into the in-engine cutscenes, and while they don't compare to the absolute cinema that is the CGI FMVs, it's still a heck of an upgrade, and it carries over into the in-game animation as well. This game also sees the Sonic cast redesigned once again, bringing the proportions closer to how they were in Heroes while softening up on the sheen. While I'll certainly miss the Genesis-like shine on Sonic and crew, I do think this design ultimately fits the vibe of Unleashed and some of the future entries. My only major problem with this design, nitpicks aside, is how it looks in still renders. When it's in motion it looks great, but something about the way these are posed just feels stiff. Well, except for this one. This one's raw. While visuals are an important aspect of presentation, we should also talk about the audio. As is Sonic tradition, Unleashed has a really solid soundtrack, and the various genres it pulls from are always appropriate for the globe-trotting when it comes to the voice acting, I'm a little mixed. To start positive, Jason Griffith has improved drastically as Sonic, giving much more varied inflections than in the previous game. Some people don't seem to enjoy the enthusiastic woo sounds that he makes during gameplay, but personally I think it just adds to the fun. I'm less fond of his voice for the Werehog.
Genuinely couldn't imagine Unleashed without the woo! Go! I couldn't imagine Unleashed without those sound effects, to be honest.
I want to stress that this is clearly not Jason's fault. You can tell that he's straining his throat to deliver every line, and while I respect the hustle, I personally think they should have gotten someone else to voice the Werehog. I understand why they didn't. This is the same character, so you want at least a hint of Sonic's normal voice in there, but this unfortunately just seems to be out of Griffith's range, hindering his ability to comfortably act in the role. Otherwise, I think the voice acting in Unleashed is fine. Mike Pollock kills it once again as Eggman, no surprise there, and I also quite like Professor Pickle's voice, but everyone else I could probably take or leave. Chip kinda started to get grating after a while, and the NPC voice actors were clearly just getting their paycheck. When it's all said and done though, Sonic Unleashed pretty much nails its presentation. The environments are gorgeous, the graphics are above par for 2008, the music slaps, and the voice acting is solid where it matters most.
That's what I'm saying, honestly, like, it's kinda crazy just how insane this game has aged. Like, I think that this game has probably aged the best out of any Sonic game. What do you guys think? Do you think that there's a Sonic game that has aged as well as Unleashed? Because I genuinely think Unleashed could be the best one. Like, I feel like every game has aged well in some areas, but it's like, I think Unleashed has just aged the best across the board.
And now comes the part where things get messy. I've been very positive about Sonic Unleashed so far.
Like, I was thinking, oh, he's about to get some negative things, that's awesome. It's like, I was thinking about this the other day, like, I think Adventure 1 has aged very well. Like, obviously, graphics, you know, they were never gonna age well, and, but, like, for the most part, I think the game has aged, like, really, really well. The only thing about Adventure 1 that hasn't aged that great is the, cutscenes, and, like, the presentation and, like, voice acting and stuff. But it's like, I think in terms of gameplay, like, Adventure 1 has aged very well.
And there's certainly still some more good things to be said, but I found that my experience with the actual gameplay was rocky, to say the least. To start, let's go over the general structure of the game. While in previous titles we were blessed with the opportunity to play as several side characters, often seeing their own perspectives on the same story, Sonic Unleashed has stripped things down to just the titular hedgehog himself, along with his new alter ego, the Werehog. This is the first of many changes made in response to the negative reception of Sonic 06. While the difference between these two playstyles could not be more stark, there are a few common elements that they share that I should mention. Firstly, hub worlds are brought back once again, this time
Adventure 2? Fuck off, not Adventure 2. Generations is the best aged. See, I think what lets Generations down is just the lack of a story. Like, I think that's what, like, when I revisit Unleashed Generations, sorry, I think just the lack of a story makes the game like very difficult to finish. It's like I like the gameplay, but like the gameplay is really damn good, and in some areas I think it's better than Unleashed. But like I just think Unleashed story, as well as the CGI cutscenes, like I think they like make it a little bit better than Generations.
Representing every area in the game. This is because, unlike previous games which were limited to a few main areas leading to stages that may or may not have followed the theme, Sonic Unleashed focuses on making every location feel like its own country, with unique climates, locals, etc. The variety of environments on display here is pretty impressive, and often takes inspiration from real-life locations as well. Unfortunately, there's not much to do in these hub worlds, and in fact these might just be the smallest out of any Sonic game. The main things you'll be doing are searching for levels in the entrance stage area, talking to locals every so often, and hunting down sun and moon medals, which is another thing I should talk about. I
actually quite like the hub worlds, to be honest. I like the fact that there's like a hub world, like there's like a town section, then like a stage section. I quite like that. My only big criticism is that I wish that Sonic himself just moved a bit faster in the town sections. I think that's my biggest criticism, to be honest. Like, he just moves a little too slow for my liking.
Medals are found everywhere, from the hub worlds to the action stages, and a certain amount of them...
Adventure 2 has aged the worst. Yeah, I think Adventure 2 is just... Oh dear. Adventure 2 is just that game. It's not brilliant.
Are required to progress to the next batch of levels. Despite the globe-trotting theme, you're going to find yourself going back and forth between the different countries fairly often, because the order in which you unlock these stages doesn't seem to follow any rhyme or reason. That's not the main issue here though. The real problem is the sheer amount of these medals you're required to collect. You'll be blasting through levels and bosses, having a grand old time, but then the game will slow to a crawl as you realize that you have to go scrounging around for more of these stupid things before you can continue playing the game.
Generally speaking, I don't think that's an issue. Like, I feel like the only one that is legitimately bad is Jungle Joyride. I think Jungle Joyride, like, asks for way too many. It's like 120 moon medals, 120 sun medals, sorry. It's like, yeah, it's only 60% of the medals in the game, but I still think it should be like 100. Like, you need 80 you need 80 moon, but like 120 sun. Like, the game basically incentivizes you to spend more time as the Werehog. Which isn't bad. Like, I like playing as the Werehog. I just don't understand why they chose to make it that specific number.
I'll go more in depth about those once we get into the...
But like, for most, like, as long as you're just exploring the levels, like, I don't think the sun and moon medals are like an issue at all. Especially since you don't even need to grind stages, you can just like play the optional ones. Like the optional Werehog levels give you like 4 sun medals apiece. It's like, it's really not that bad.
Individual playstyles, but there's one more thing to mention, and that's experience points. That's right, this game has experience points, and you'll earn them by defeating enemies in the action stages. These can be used to upgrade Sonic's stats for either his Hedgehog or Werehog form. Once again, we'll get more into that in due time. For now, it's time we once again recap my 3 stages.
Hear me out, let's not halt gameplay with forced collectibles. But it's like, I feel like part of the gameplay is finding the collectibles. Like, I think what makes the Werehog levels so interesting is just, like, exploring them and finding, like, all the hidden secrets. Like, all the sun and moon medals. I think that's what makes the Werehog levels fun, to be honest. And might be a hot take, but I feel like the reason why I don't like playing the Werehog levels generally is because once you've got the sun and moon medals, there's basically nothing to collect in the stages. So the stages then become, go to a place, kill enemies, do some parkour, go to a place, kill enemies, do a puzzle, go to a place, kill enemies. It's like, when you no longer have the sun and moon medals to collect, the levels truly do become very repetitive. So it's like, I actually prefer the sun and moon medals in the Werehog stages. Like, I like that they're there. Like, they give you more things to do in the levels.
Staples of Sonic excellence. For those of you who are new, these are the basic principles that I look for in a character's playstyle in a Sonic game. 1. Essential Sonic staples should be present. These include rings, springs, robotic enemies, etc. 2. Replayability should be encouraged through design. A good Sonic gameplay style should have a high skill ceiling for mastering the character's moveset and or challenging levels that become more fun the more you play them. And finally, 3. The character's central attribute should be important. By central attribute, I mean the core of the character's design. For example, Sonic is a hedgehog, so
yeah, it's like the nighttime levels also have phenomenal atmosphere as well. Like, they have really good music, really good atmosphere.
Gameplay should place emphasis on his ability to roll into a ball. Note that these don't necessarily denote a good playstyle period, but rather a baseline that distincts a Sonic game from any other generic platformer. Now, with these in mind, let's get into it. First, we have the day stages, where we play as Sonic the Hedgehog in his
Explorationer is fine, but this is a Sonic game. We play these for fast platforming, not for finding medals. I mean, I don't really see what issue people have, though. Because it's like, even in the Genesis games, it's like you're exploring the levels. It's like you're exploring, it's like in the 8-bit versions of Sonic 2 or what have you, it's like you're exploring the levels to find the Chaos Emeralds. It's like in both adventure games, you're exploring the stages. Like in Sonic 06, in certain instances, as well as Shadow the Hedgehog, it's like you're exploring stages. Like, I don't know what's different here. It's like, those are optional, not forced. No, they're literally forced. What are you talking about? Like, in the adventure games, it's like, they're forced. Same with, like, the Chaotix levels in Heroes. Or the Shadow 05 levels in Shadow 05. Or the random bullshit you have to do in Secret Rings. It's like, all of this is mandatory. It's like, I think what makes it really good in Unleashed is that collecting stuff is, like, tied into the gameplay. It's like, you don't have to do, like, a crappy gameplay style just to find the collectibles. It's like the collectibles are, like, hidden intrinsically into the level design and the gameplay. And that's what I think makes them so good.
Normal form. And forget everything you knew about 3D Sonic games.
I think that the only time, like I said, that, like, Sonic Unleashed Moon Medals legitimately take the piss is with Jungle Joyride. Like, 120 is just way too much. It should be 100. Other than that, though, I genuinely don't have an issue with it. And again, it's like, I don't understand how people can hate these medals so much when the Frontiers memory tokens exist. It's like, oh, what's that? You want to, like, progress to the next story objective? Yeah, you have to find, like, 45 memory tokens in one go. Oh, you found 45 memory tokens and you want to take on Giganto? Oh, well, you need to find, like, another 30. It's like, Frontiers is literally the Sun and Moon medal system, but worse. Which, if anything, I feel like I was a little harsh on the Sun and Moon medal system. Because the memory tokens are just way worse.
Play because we're starting over from square one here. See, a few years before Unleashed, a little game called Sonic Rush for the DS was released, which shook up 2D Sonic gameplay by adding the boost meter, which allowed Sonic to instantly reach top speed and barrel through enemies
I like finding
for as long
collectibles.
as the meter wasn't empty. Sonic Team must have seen potential for this formula.
I like finding collectibles as long as they actually do something. It's like, I don't really give a fuck about unlocking concept art, because, like, who cares? But it's like, I like, collectibles when they actually do something. Like, provide me, like, stat upgrades, for example. Like, if you've played the Ben 10 games, it's like you can find, like, upgrades in the levels that give you, like, more health, for example. It's like, I like that. I do. I think that's good. The only Werehog levels I didn't like were the ones that you take photos. Yeah, it's like, those are optional. It's like, those ones are not very good, but it's like, those ones are optional. I like Frontiers, but I dislike the memory token collect. Yeah, like, the memory tokens just became way too freaking demanding, especially with, Oranos.
Because now that same boost is here in Sonic Unleashed. How it works is simple. You have a ring energy meter in the bottom left that fills up the more rings you collect. At any time, you can hold the X button to give Sonic a burst.
Especially since, I feel like the Sun and Moon medals could have been way better if they just made it so that, like, okay, if you S rank a level, you get, like, 1 Sun, 1 Moon medal. It's like, okay, so, like, just for S ranking all the stages, you get, like, an additional 20 of each medal. It's like, I think that would have been fine. Genuinely. Like, if they just made that small change, it would have been fine. Like, a perfect midpoint between how the Wii and the HD version did it. Because it's like, I have issues with with how the Wii version did it. Like, I know people love the fact of, oh, you don't have to find them, you just have to, like, be good at the game. But it's like, the Wii version of Unleashed has issues. Like, it has, like, way worse controls. It also has way more stages in general. And it also has stages where you have to do, like, random bullshit, like in Alaska. Like, beat an entire stage without touching the ice and some, like, stuff like that. It's like, I feel like the perfect Sun and Moon medal would be, like, a blend of the two systems. That's what I think. Like, I think neither game did it perfectly. I think a blend of the two would have been, like, ideal. I never had any problems with token finding. I mean, token finding's easy, like, it's piss easy, but, like, there's no denying the fact that it takes a hell of a long time. Probably because the game's much longer overall than Unleashed. You have other options to get tokens. I mean, that's not really relevant, because we're talking about the sheer quantity of them. It's like, the only times that I think the, memory tokens are good are with, like, the treasure chests, where you can get, like, 10, like, 10 all at once in one chest.
Of speed using up that meter. The issue I have
You don't even get tokens for doing cyberspace levels, which I think was a shame. Like, if you S-rank a cyberspace level, you get, like, 5 memory tokens. Like, that, again, that would have been... Like, it would have incentivized you to get better at the cyberspace levels.
This is that it completely replaced...
Like, the game... Like, Axiom makes a really good point. It's like, the game's grinding is so shit that you're basically incentivized to spend a lot of your time with Big the Cat and spend a lot of time doing Animal Crossing style fishing in a Sonic game. It's like, I don't really know. It's like, for this specific... Not really, Frontiers is an open zone game, it's your only way to progress. Unleashed has the same structure as previous games. I mean, Frontiers cyberspace levels has the same structure as, like, the other boosting levels. So I don't really understand the viewpoint
there.
there.
Spin dash and any other rolling moves Sonic may have had in the past. Instead of earning your speed through the environment itself and your own skillful play, as long as you have some juice in the boost tank, you can blast through pretty much any part of the stage. With that said,
also, let's not talk about the Sonic Heroes, like, suit special stages, where it's like, okay, you need 50 rings, you need to collect a key, you need to get to the end of the stage without taking damage, and then you have to play these dogshit special stages that control, like, ass. It's like, I would prefer the Sun and Moon medals over the Heroes special stages.
Though the last thing I want to call this gameplay style is easy, because it is most certainly not. The thing about completely changing up an established formula is that your game often suffers from what some fellow YouTubers have dubbed first game syndrome. Basically, since you're starting from scratch, your game will inevitably be outclassed by its sequels. This is very much...
I mean, I don't really agree with that in a sense, because it's like... There's only a few things that I think that Unleashed gets outclassed by in like, sequels. It's like, I think Colors has better pacing, Generations has better controls. That's about it. Like, I think in terms of level design, like, Unleashed is still the king for, like, the boosting Sonic games. To be honest. Like, I still think they're really good.
Much the case with the day stages in Sonic Unleashed. While the game overall is fairly polished, the design of the levels in Sonic's moveset are anything but. First major
I completely disagree. I feel like the level design in this game is peak. Like, genuinely really damn good.
The handling. Sonic is way too slippery. Combined with the boost, you'll find yourself flying off the stage quite often.
I mean, I don't want to be that guy, but like... Generally speaking, if you're making a tight turn, you probably shouldn't be boosting whilst doing it.
Its moveset or anything but. First major issue, the handling. Sonic is way too slippery. Combined with the boost, you'll find...
Like... I don't want to say skill issue, but you probably knew I was thinking that.
Yourself flying off the stage quite often. Some levels, such as Windmill Isle and Rooftop Run, are designed with side rails to accommodate this, but many others, such as Empire City and Eggman Land, are not, forcing you to forego the boost and awkwardly jog around curves. The game tries
drift, question mark?
tries to solve this by introducing another new move, the drift. This is a nice addition on paper, but once again it's ruined by the level design, which just doesn't feel like it's properly designed for it. Sometimes the arc feels too wide, and other times I end up doing an accidental U-turn.
Holy shit, is it your birthday today? No, it's my birthday on Sunday. It's my birthday on Sunday, it's just people have gotten very excited already.
Was combined with several other miscellaneous issues I have with this playstyle, such as the homing attack now being mapped to X, meaning you can accidentally boost when you're just trying to do an air dash, and these
See, again, it's like... the game makes it so damn easy not to do that. Like, they literally give you, like, a homing attack reticle now. It's like, if you air boost off the side of a stage, that is literally your problem. Like, the game makes it idiot-proof, basically. Hey Kiki, thank you for the £10. Happy early birthday. We'll give you a... Since you've got a puffer in your thing, we'll give you a shout out from the main man himself. He's not really doing anything at the moment, he's just pondering third world debt. He's just solving the main issues that us humans deal with. He's just having a little bit of a quiet day. A bit of a brain box day, if you will. He's just solving the problems that us humans cannot solve ourselves. But thank you very much for the donation. Like, that is a very generous donation, and I definitely don't deserve it. Thank you very much. It really means a lot.
Pointless QuickTime events. It just feels like this moveset needed a lot more testing before moving on to level design. That's not to say-
I will say that the QuickTime events are pretty crap. Like, we could have done without them. They don't really add anything to the gameplay, they just kind of exist.
Here is bad though. In fact, there's a few things I quite like. While the boost is often an agent of chaos in this game, there are times where it delivers on its promise of exhilarating speed in levels such as Cool Edge and Dragon Road, allowing you to run on top of the water's surface. As much as I'll always prefer the momentum-based approach, moments like these showcase the potential that this style has. Unleashed also introduces sections that switch to a 2.5D perspective,
eating a popsicle at the moment. Nice, what flavor?
Level into a 2D platformer for a brief moment, while the
Well, yeah, it's not even like a gaming relating thing. It's literally like common sense. It's like, yeah, if you want to make a tight turn, like, if you want to have like more control, go at a slower speed. Like, I don't really know what to say.
3D platforming is a nightmare due to the slippery controls. The 2D,
I mean, like
the 2D platformer for a brief moment, while the 3D platforming
like,
is
again, you chose to jump into the higher ledge. You could have jumped onto the lower ledge where you would have made the jump guaranteed.
Nightmare due to the slippery controls. The 2D platforming doesn't suffer here nearly as much, which I suppose makes sense given the origins of the boost. With all of this said, how did the day stages in Sonic Unleashed perform under the three staples of Sonic excellence? As usual, the first requirement is
the QTEs don't give you boost. Yeah, that's only a Generations thing. Like in Unleashed, like the QTEs are literally just a skill check and nothing else. Like, they don't really add anything to the gameplay.
Flying colors, as the elements we've come to expect, such as rings, springs, loop-de-loops, and robotic enemies, are all here. Additionally, the second staple I feel is also met for the most part. As much as I'll lament the unrefined controls and level design, this is all stuff that you'll inevitably learn to work around when replaying these levels. While I haven't S-ranked every single stage in the game, I've replayed Windmill Isle and Cool Edge so many times that I've definitely warmed up to them, and I'm sure the same could be said for the majority of the day stages. However, it all falls apart at requirement number 3. I will almost certainly get a lot of flack for this, but I want to remind everyone that this guy's name is Sonic the Hedgehog, not Sonic the Fast. While speed has always been a staple—
I mean, he's literally known for his speed. Oh yeah, his name is Sonic the Hedgehog. What's his, like, subtitle again? Oh yeah, the fastest thing alive. It's like, I don't understand why people lose like their minds over shit like this. It's like, oh, he's called Sonic the Hedgehog, not Sonic the Fast. It's like, okay, when he jumps, he becomes a ball. Like, who cares? Like, genuinely, who cares? It's like, if you prefer the spin dash over the boost, like, that's fair enough. But it's like, I just hate, like, when people, like, headcanon like this. It's like saying, oh, Mario Galaxy is really good, but hey, they don't call him Mario for a reason. He is Italian after all, and as a result, you've gotta eat pasta whilst playing the game. It's like, it makes no sense. It's like you're literally just, like, I don't even know what to say. It's literally just random ass bollocks for no reason.
Of the series, how that speed is earned is equally important, and rolling downhill to gain momentum was the series' standard up until this point. This isn't me calling the boost bad or whatever. As you'll see in the coming months, I actually quite like it in Sonic Colors and Sonic Generations. The point of the three staples was never to judge whether or not a game—
It's like, if anything, I feel like the boost in Unleashed is pretty interesting, because it's like, QuickTime events don't really give you, like, boost meter, but drifting does. And it's like, drifting also makes you faster, for some reason. So it's like, if you're, like, I feel like using the drifting and the boosting in conjunction with one another, like, gets you better results. And that's kind of the reason I like Sonic Unleashed so much. It's like, when you make use of all of the abilities side by side, and the same can be said for Generations as well, with its drift, because, like, you get so much speed with that as well. But it's like, I don't know. It's just really annoying when people, like, make up, like, bollocks reasons to hate something. It's like, oh, he's Sonic the Fast. It's like, I feel like you're just trying to piss people off with, like, takes like that.
Strictly good, but rather to hold games within the same series to a reasonable standard. If a Sonic game was a reskin of Elden Ring, but with Sonic as the player model, it would be a great game, but not a good Sonic sequel. And I hate to break it to you, but Sonic Unleashed, for all of its merits, is not a good Sonic sequel.
I mean, what is it trying to be a sequel to, exactly? Like, it's literally, like, its own thing. It's not like Sonic Adventure 2, it's not like Sonic 2, it's not like Sonic Advance 2, it's not like Sonic Rush Adventure, it's not like Sonic Frontiers 2, like, it's literally just the next game in the series. Like, that's like saying, oh, Mario Galaxy's a shit sequel because it's nothing like Sunshine. It's like, yeah, it's the next game, it doesn't mean it's a sequel, though.
Alright, now that I've signed—
Sonic Elden Ring game would be gas. Yeah, like a Sonic Elden Ring game would actually be fire. Like, we had Sonic and the Secret Rings, no, we had Sonic and the Black Knight, and we had Sonic Frontiers. Just combine the two, and then you've got a Sonic Elden Ring game.
And my death sentence, let's put the final nail in the coffin. I like the—
hit me.
The night stages. Yeah, I said it.
Oh, he likes the night stages. Oh, he's based, actually.
These stages you play as Sonic the Werehog, a heavier and hairier version of the Blue Blur with stretchy arms and Herculean strength. He moves much slower, so his levels focus more on combat and puzzle platforming. And when it comes to that puzzle platforming, I think the Werehog pretty much nails it. As weird as the stretchy arms are, they're often used in clever ways, such as grabbing onto high platform ledges, swinging from bars, and climbing up poles. This combined with the double jump makes for a surprisingly agile moveset for what's meant to be the slower character here. There's a certain flow that you'll eventually reach within these stages, moving blocks to use as platforms, grabbing flying enemies to get extra air, scrounging around for hidden collectibles. Come to think of it, it's kind of a similar feeling to the one I get when I have the dungeon formula in a Zelda game all figured out. With all this said, these stages certainly still have their issues. For one thing, they are long. Like—
No, they're not. I hate it. Like, these stages aren't long. Like, they literally take, like, 5-10 minutes max. Like, anything beyond that is, like, you're just taking too long with the stage. It's like, not even Eggman Land takes that long.
Like, upwards of 20 minutes long.
They really don't. Like, they literally don't. And it's all the more funny that you're showing, like, Arid Sands Night, which is, like, one of the shortest Werehog levels. Like, how long did it take me to beat Jungle Joyride? Like, 3 minutes? 4 minutes? It really doesn't take long to beat these damn stages.
Werehog is slow, but if anything, I feel like they could have cut down on the length for that very reason. And the big—
See, like, when people say that these stages take half an hour, I would love to watch them play these stages. Like, why do these stages take you, like, half an hour? I'd love to see them play it. Like, genuinely. Because it's like, I don't think these stages have ever taken me 20 minutes. Aside from Eggman Land. Genuinely. Like, I feel like the most it's ever taken me to beat one of these stages is like 10-15 minutes. It's always fascinating when people say this. Like, I genuinely am curious.
biggest culprit of this length is also the biggest issue I have with this playstyle, that being the combat. Well, less so the combat itself, but rather the unnecessary amount of it you're subjected to. These levels rarely have time to breathe in between strenuous platforming sections before you're faced with another enemy gauntlet, and these start to turn into a chore after a while. What doesn't help is the obnoxious music that interrupts the normal level theme, which makes me internally groan every time I hear it. So how does the
I don't even think I'm surprised that he doesn't like the combat. 'Cause did you notice he literally used the same combo for every single combat encounter? Like, rewatch the last 20 seconds, he literally uses the same combo and nothing else.
That being the combat.
1.
Well, less so the combat
2.
itself, but rather the unnecessary
3.
amount of it you're subjected to. These levels rarely have time to breathe in between strenuous platforming sections before you're faced with another enemy gauntlet, and these start to turn into a chore after a while. What doesn't help is the obnoxious music that interrupts the normal level theme,
5.
which makes me internally groan every time I hear it.
6.
So how does the
He literally uses the same combo over and over again. It's like, yeah, I'm not surprised you don't like it. I don't really know what to say. It's like,
Werehog perform under the 3 Sonic staples. Once again, the first requirement is met, no surprise there. When it comes to the second requirement though, I wasn't sure at first. I mean, replaying these long, combat-filled levels, how fun could that possibly be? Well, as it turns out, a lot more fun than the first time through. First of all, if you're being diligent
I'd say that's true. Like, these stages get better the longer you play them.
About leveling up your strength attribute, you'll easily clear enemies in previous stages, allowing you to quickly get over the enemy gauntlets and focus on the platforming. Not only that...
See, that's the thing. I feel like upgrading strength isn't the most important skill. Like, the most important skill, ironically, is skills. Like, skills gets you access to stronger attacks. It's like, I feel like strength and skills are by far the most important ones, but like, I think skills is way more important, to be honest.
But going back and searching for remaining Sun and Moon medals is surprisingly fun in these levels. As you could probably imagine, this sucks in the day stages, seeing as they're built around blasting through in a straight line, and Sonic handles about as well as me in any social situation. Here though, this isn't an issue, and the Werehog's moveset is much better suited for this kind of scavenger hunt. That brings us to
that's what I mean. It's like the Werehog was literally made for the Sun and Moon medals, so like as long as you're actually like exploring his stages and making the most of them, it's like, I think that's really, really good. Yeah, like, it is what it is.
The third staple.
Also, we may or may not have possibly the most amazing person in the world in the chat. I won't say any more.
And the Werehog certainly passes this one. The puzzle platforming takes full advantage of his stretchy arms, and as much as I'm not huge on the combat, it does showcase his strength. Overall, the night stages thoroughly surprised me, and I actually ended up enjoying them more than the normal Sonic levels. Now comes the part where I have to talk about the bosses, which at this point I should probably make another set of staples for, but for now I'll just briefly sum up what I'm looking for. Like I said in the Sonic 06 retrospective, classic Sonic bosses adhered to a simple design philosophy. There's no limit to how many times you can hit the boss while it's vulnerable, only the amount of time that it is. To balance this,
Carl,
they typically had more hit
I knew I
points
was
than
the most
your
amazing
usual
person in the chat.
taking around
I mean, we all know the real
3D
most
Sonic
amazing
has had a hard
person.
time adapting this design if Sonic Team ever even...
He's still currently solving Donald Trump's tariffs for him. God knows that freaking Satsuma can't do it himself. So it's like Puffer's just pondering over Donald Trump's cock-up, shall we say.
Been cared about doing so in the first place. Will Sonic Unleashed be the one to break the cycle? Well, actually, yes. Kind of. Let's start with the day bosses. These take place on a constantly moving track where the player needs to collect rings and boost towards the enemy and perform a homing attack to deal damage, all while avoiding their opponent's attacks. Although every homing attack will send you back a ways, requiring you to start over, there's seldom any time where the boss isn't technically vulnerable, so it still sort of counts. As for the night boss...
See, this is the thing. It's like with the daytime bosses, you never homing attack them. You always boost. The boost does double the damage, and you can basically ragdoll the boss. Like, homing attacking them is the worst decision for this game. You want to boost into the bosses all the time.
Bosses, these also fit the bill. They typically require some kind of puzzle to be solved, after which the enemy is made vulnerable, and the Werehog can beat it up for as long as it is. Deal enough damage, and the game will often throw you into a quick time event, yeah, this game really likes these, but they do allow the player to deal more damage and make quicker work of the boss. Out of all games to finally figure...
Hey Riff, I just got back from a CALC3 final. This is kinda silly, but could you run a random number generator here from 0 to 100 to predict my score?
That's okay, dude. It's good to have you here. Thank you for the $5. You got back from a final. I mean, usually the pass mark is like, what, 80%? Some shit like that? So I'm gonna say 90. I hope you passed with flying colors, my guy.
Figure out how to adapt the classic boss philosophy into 3D, Unleashed would have been my last guess, but here we are. However, all this isn't to say that these are perfect. When it comes to the day bosses, these are mostly fine, but there are a few that I had a hard time with. With the night bosses, though, I was rarely having any fun. The puzzles you have to solve are either painfully obvious
Hey, Multiverses, how you doing, buddy? I'm normally a chill person, please don't piss me off. I'll do it. I'll piss you off.
Way too obtuse, and the QuickTime events will fail you if you even make one errant button press, even if it's not a button that the game ever asks for, such as the way too sensitive triggers. Still, these are better than average for 3D Sonic bosses, so...
Is the Werehog hated way too much? I feel like the Werehog gets way too much fucking hate. Like, genuinely.
Credit where it's...
Especially since the Muppets who usually hate the game are the ones who simp for Adventure 1 and 2. Specifically Adventure 2. It's like, it's literally just, like, the writing's on the wall with that. It's like, at the very least, like, I think the Werehog is, like, a perfectly well-made system. Like, it's literally better than the mech shooting in every single way possible. And the stages are a lot more, like, involving and have a lot more content than the treasure hunting stages. So it's like, I'll never understand those Muppets that say like, the Werehog doesn't belong in a Sonic game. It's like, mate, Sonic is pretty much Mario at this point. It's like, there's been so much stuff that... There've been so much, like, things in this franchise. Any Hog of War enjoyers in this chat. See, that's the other thing that never made sense to me. Like, I don't understand why people call the Werehog a God of War clone. It's like, if you've played God of War or Bayonetta, or Dante, or Devil May Cry, you know that the Werehog is nothing like that. Like, that's another thing that's really dumb. Like, when people say that. I'll never understand who started that joke.
I suppose.
Oh, it's literally just Sonic, but God of War. It's like, you've not played God of War.
Spoiler alert, skip here if you don't want to see him. Sonic and Chip have made it to Eggman Land, the final stretch before they can defeat Eggman and Dark Gaia once and for all. Good lord, this level sucks. Look, I know this isn't a hot take or anything, but not only is Eggman Land way too long, it's also poorly designed on top of that. Switching between day and night Sonic is a neat idea, but neither of their parts of the level are any fun. The day sections...
I disagree. I like the daytime sections in Eggman Land. And to be fair, I actually quite like the nighttime sections as well.
Hardly have any guardrails, so boosting is pretty much suicide, and the night sections have awful camera angles on top of an overabundance of enemy encounters even by this game's standards. But anyway, after that slog of a level, the Werehog defeats Eggman's final mech, the Egg Dragoon, and Chip gathers the Chaos Emerald Temples together.
Issue with Adventure 2 is like the best parts of the game. You play it. Yeah, exactly. It's like you barely ever play as Sonic and Shadow, or it feels that way anyways. Might be a hot take, but I'm gonna say it anyways. I think Eggman Land is one of the best levels in the entire game. Possibly even the entire series. Like, Eggman Land is, like, really damn difficult, but it's also, like, one of the coolest stages in the series.
To build a mech of his own to help defeat Dark Gaia, leading to the final boss. And I'm sorry, but this boss also sucks.
No, it doesn't.
Basically, you have to slowly fly across a long stretch as Devastator over here, being careful to either...
Devastator? Fuck you, that's clearly the Megazord. Devastator and the Megazord are not the same at all. It's like, I don't really... this is another thing that I don't really like. I hate it when people criticize something by describing it. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, you just fly across the room... blocking attacks. It's like, you're not even criticizing it, you're literally just describing it. It's like,
dodge, block, or punch these oncoming meteors, and do a quick time event to hold Dark Gaia off. Once that's done, you play a short section as Day Sonic, do another
Fucking hell, he cut that close.
quick time event, and rinse and repeat this whole thing 3 times. And
Yeah, the repeating it 3 times thing, we could have done without that, but I don't really mind it.
sure, 3 times may not seem that bad, but that's only assuming you're not like me and keep dying to the awful hitboxes on these meteors, or to the abhorrent level design in Sonic sections. In total, I probably ended up doing this song and dance more like 7 times before I finally got through it all, and it was a chore. Thankfully, the second phase isn't nearly as frustrating. As is series tradition by this point, you play as Super Sonic here and have to defeat these snake things to destroy
Super
Dark
Sonic!
Gaia's shield. After that, the game relishes in a final quick time event, and our job is finally over. The game ends with Dark Gaia being sealed back into the earth, Chip bringing Sonic to safety and leaving a small memento to remember him by, the residents of every country we visited celebrating our victory, and finally, the credits.
Based.
Sonic
Eek.
Unleashed is not a bad game, but I'd also hesitate to call it a good game. There's plenty to love.
Bullshit.
Of course, the story and cutscenes are charming, the environments are beautiful, and even the much-debated Werehog shines through its puzzle platforming. But by the end of it, I couldn't help but think more about the things I didn't love. Quick time events rearing their ugly head, obnoxious combat that overstayed its welcome, and of course the complete departure from the iconic Sonic formula. More than ever,
How?
I can understand why Unleashed is so divisive. For every awful design...
It's like, okay, Sonic Unleashed sucks because it went away from the Sonic formula, whatever that means. Meanwhile, Sonic Colors, the game that only has Unleashed, like, boost content, is a good game. I don't understand why people use, like, over-generalizations like this. Because it just inherently makes your argument look flawed. It would be like if I said, oh, Sonic sucks in Heroes because he moves way too fast. Meanwhile, Unleashed is peak. You know, it's like, people are obviously gonna... I'm gonna look dumb. He clearly never maxed out his combat level. No, he prioritized strength over combat. That was the biggest problem. He should have put more points into skills.
Unless you live under a...
Well, this guy is basically like the new Jesus of the Sonic community. So let's see what his take on Sonic Unleashed is.
rock, you know that Sonic Unleashed was just ported to PC by some dedicated fans, and everyone is talking about it.
Who the hell is Gojo? Well, I think Gojo is just a Doctor Who victim. Like, who the hell is Gojo? Genuinely. Like, I don't know. Sonic Jesus, I know, right?
Unleashed Recompiled is a program that lets you run the game natively on your PC. The only other thing you need is a physical copy of the disc and an Xbox 360 to be able to transfer those files to your computer.
Well, unless you're me and, you know, you're smart, but, you know.
There's no other way to do it.
Gojo is 100% Doctor Who victim. Yeah, it's like there was someone who unironically argued with me on that. They were like, no, Gojo beats the Doctor. I'm like, no. The joke is very much on you. No way, Rift does not know Gojo. No, I don't give a flying fuck. I just know that they're a Doctor Who victim.
Literally. Nothing. It also adds tons
Like, the Doctor is quite literally that guy. Like, he literally mastered a fighting style with 2 arms that requires 4 arms. Like, he is just built different.
of features to enhance the graphics, as well as some quality of life changes. And so far, it seems like everyone loves it. Which begs the question, what happened to all the hate that Sonic Unleashed used to get? Let's talk about it. Sonic Unleashed originally
Sonic vs. Gojo. I'm just gonna say Sonic, because
released in
fuck Gojo.
2008 to a lot of negativity from critics and fans alike. Most notably a review from one of the biggest companies that does game reviews, IGN. That
Oh, you mean like the biggest jokes?
gave Sonic Unleashed a rating of 4, even less than Sonic 06.
Which is, like, bullshit, genuinely. I genuinely could not think of a single thing that Unleashed does worse than 06. Like, chat, what does Sonic 06 do better than Sonic Unleashed. Genuinely. I can't think of any. I mean, maybe Shadow, I guess. But it's like, you're kind of comparing apples to oranges with that, because like he literally isn't even in Unleashed. I don't really know.
I even remember friends telling me
Actually a better story? That is bullshit, my friend. Like, I think 06's story gets a bit too much hate, and it's not as bad as Forces' story. But I definitely think this game has a better story.
back in the day that it's not even worth it to try. All they did was copy Twilight Princess and make Sonic a werewolf.
I mean...
Yeah, it's the exact same thing. But of course that didn't
It isn't.
stop an avid Sonic fan like me from being super pumped to play it. Unfortunately, at the time I was only 13, had no money,
Milklander. I've just noticed your name.
and a
Amazing.
Wii. So my mom rented it for me at Blockbuster. God, I'm old. And I got to try it out.
Oh my god, that quality. Or lack thereof.
What the hell is this? That's when I learned that Xbox did what Nintendo didn't. Fast forward to 2010 on my 15th birthday, when I used money I earned from mowing lawns, shoveling snow, and of course, great birthday money from my great relatives, to buy a pre-owned Xbox 360 Pro with a copy of Sonic Unleashed. When I tell you I was excited, I mean I was going to throw up on the way to the store excited. That whole day I spent playing Sonic Unleashed. One, because I absolutely loved it.
Like, this gameplay just looks so good.
In
Holy
the
shit, thank you for the-
of Day of the Doctor, one of the Doctor just straight up freezes an entire tsunami with a metal rod which is clearly supposed to be the sonic screwdriver.
Pimp Demon, thank you for the 100 knock, whatever that is. I'm guessing that's $5-10, the equivalent. Probably $10, because it's yellow. In the novelization of Day of the Doctor, one of the Doctors just throws a tsunami with the sonic screwdriver. Yeah, the Doctor's just built differently.
Soon as I turned it on, and two, the copy of Halo 3 I
He
got
just does not give a fuck about you or your verse. Like, he just comes in and does his thing.
was broken and didn't work. And I didn't only love the daytime stages, I still love the nighttime stages too. Sure, they might not have been quite as fun, but I still like them. And the love for that game has stayed with me to this very day. But I knew a lot of people out there still didn't like the game at all. While there were multiple different reasons, the biggest one was the Werehog. To a lot of people, going from high-speed
Like,
action...
literally pause this game at any point. It just looks so freaking beautiful. Like, the amount of detail in this game is insane. I don't even know how to describe it. Like, this game truly is gorgeous. And I don't think that any Sonic game has ever done anything like it since then.
an adventure to a slower-paced beat-em-up style kind of gameplay was really jarring and annoying in a Sonic game, which I understand. It's kind of like watching a high-speed action-adventure movie and then all of a sudden having a wedding scene in there for no reason. Now, in my always...
I understand that reference. Again, I don't know why people criticize this, but they, like, suck Adventure 2's meat dry. Like, that to me screams hypocrisy, but, you know, whatever floats your Titanic.
his humble opinion, I feel like a lot of people just didn't give the Werehog a chance, or at least not the right chance. On my first playthrough of the game, I only cared about leveling up Sonic with my XP, which made the daytime stages really fun, but it also made the night stages harder and harder as the game went on. Upgrading the Werehog's strength and combat is paramount to enjoying his gameplay, unless you really love a challenge or really hate yourself. Personally, I think the combat's pretty fun once you get used to it and learn the combos, and once you get strong enough to blow away enemies that used to give you trouble, there's nothing more satisfying.
Bro, I
And
swear
something
down,
that
I've
a lot
just
of
got
people talk
issues.
about
Like,
is
I
the
keep
platforming
pressing
in
them.
the Werehog parts. Of course, it's nothing revolutionary, and it does have some flaws. There's some pretty decent traversal mechanics through it. One really big issue in it, though, is not having a shadow under you when you're jumping onto platforms. So if you're jumping anywhere precarious, it's a lot of times a leap of faith. But overall, when everything works like it's supposed to, I think it's pretty fun. Like I said before, though, I'm sure there's plenty of people that just did not like the playstyle, and that's totally understandable. But I do think more people would have enjoyed it if they gave it enough of a chance. chance. Through the years, I remember seeing Sonic Unleashed grouped in with some of the worst Sonic games, and always still getting hated on. Of course, I'm not saying that everyone hated the game. Obviously, it's always had its fans, but it sure felt like the consensus was that amongst the majority of people, Sonic Unleashed was just a bad game. Now, it does seem like it's
Bullshit. I've always loved the game.
slowly gained some popularity, but as soon as Recompiled comes out, now everybody loves it, and they always have. Even the most notorious Sonic haters, IGN, say it's a fan favorite now.
I mean, yeah, because IGN are just cocks. Like, wait, what did IGN say? Fans port much loved 2008 platformer. I wonder why that tweet got some attention.
Right now.
The audacity!
So what brought this on? What made this so-called bad Sonic game all of a sudden a fan favorite? There's a couple things I think happened with people that used to hate the game, but now enjoy it. One,
They became men.
I think the people that played it at release and didn't like it were probably judging the game based on how the Sonic series was going at that point, and of course Sonic Unleashed was the biggest Sonic game to come out since Sonic 06, so people that loved the fast-paced daytime stages but didn't like the slow-paced beat-em-up, completely off-brand style of Sonic gameplay in the night stages probably just felt like another bad move. But then after 10 years of the
Who wins, Frontiers base Sonic or Shadow with Doom powers? Frontiers Sonic. Like his scaling to the Titans is just insanity. Like, it completely obliterates anything that Shadow had. It's like, I think Force's Sonic could probably take Shadow. So it's like, yeah, Frontier's Sonic is overkill.
era, the Werehog ain't looking so bad anymore, is it? Second, people that didn't like the Werehog
Well, yeah, that's exactly, that's a fair point as well, because it's like, when you have games like Sonic Lost World, where it's like, it's exclusively like a very controversial gameplay style for the entire game, and you also have games like Forces, which have like crappy, controversial gameplay styles. And obviously you have Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric, which was just crap for the entire way through. It's like, all of a sudden, the Werehog looks like, it looks like the second coming of Christ by comparison.
Stages or the daytime stages, because it was basically a brand new type of Sonic gameplay. If they stayed fans of the series, most of the games since then have used the boost formula, so they're probably used to it by now. So now they can go back, play it again, and appreciate it more the second time around. And third, there are some people that are just hypocrites that want to post about the new big thing, even if it completely negates all the hatred they've had for the series and that specific game for years prior.
Literally.
And I think the same thing has been happening with Sonic 06. While of course everybody knows it's one of the biggest flops of the series, there were still a lot of Sonic fans that still enjoyed it, and a lot more Sonic fans realizing now that they do enjoy it even though they didn't like it before. Have you loved Sonic Unleashed since it released, or did you come around later on? Let me know down in the comments section. Thanks for watching, I will see
What do you guys think? Like, what was your interaction with Sonic Unleashed? Like, did you always like it? Did you, like, hate it and then you started liking it? Were you like IGN, where you were just hypocritical? Like, I've always loved Unleashed. Genuinely. Like, the first version of Unleashed I played was the PS2 version. And aside from the crappy aspect ratio, I thought the PS2 version was really damn good. Especially since, at the time, we didn't have emulators. So, if it was a case of playing the game with Wii Remote and Nunchuk, or with a PS2 controller, I would choose the PS2 controller. And then a few years later, I got it on the Xbox 360. And, yeah, like, it just became even better to me. Unleashed Peak, yeah. You watch one of those Unleashed versus Shadow Generations videos. I've not watched them, mainly because they'd probably piss me off. Yeah, that being said, we'll have a cheeky little look. Yeah, it's like, Sonic Unleashed for me used to be in, like, my top 3 favorites. Because, like, I used to think that Sonic Generations was, like, my favorite. But, now I think it's number 1. Like, the game's just, got better and better. What Unleashed did best? Should we watch that? I love how they literally just re-uploaded the fucking IGN review. The fuck? That's not Sonic Unleashed. Yeah, it's like, I think Sonic Generations is like almost tied with Unleashed. But it's like, I think Shadow Generations just isn't that good. Like, it's alright, but... So I found this random review...
So I just found this random review of Sonic Unleashed that honestly leaves me a bit puzzled, and it kind of reminds me of IGN's review of the game, and we all know how that went.
Right, you know what? I've no idea who you are, Mr. Raising929, but I'm gonna give you a cheeky... Well, I'm gonna try give you a cheeky sub if my YouTube can work. We're gonna give you a cheeky like, we're gonna give you a comment. We're gonna say... We're gonna give this guy a comment and a like. So at the end of the day, he made the video last month, so he's clearly a decent... Well, he's clearly a recent YouTuber. Apparently, he has found a bad review of Sonic Unleashed. Let us begin.
Found this random review of Sonic Unleashed that honestly leaves me a bit puzzled, and it kind of reminds me of IGN's review of the game, and we all know how that went.
Went for some
so no
good
intro,
shit.
Here's my review on review.
So, Sonic Unleashed. I don't like this game that much, and that might come as a surprise because it's one of the fanbase's most popular outings. Sonic Unleashed has received a ton, and I mean a ton, of belated attention recently.
Yeah, literally. The first 6 minutes of Unleashed clears all of Sonic Colors. That's amazing.
As many people see something in this game that we just haven't.
I have almost 100 hours into Sonic X Shadow Gens. Well, it's like, I think Sonic Gens is like really damn good. I just was a bit disappointed with Shadow Gens. Like, the game was good, but just not, like, the best. Also, I'm gonna go make a coffee real quick and get a drink, so we'll have like a brief intermission. How would you guys rate Sonic Unleashed out of 10? I'll be right back. have no fear, the freaking cripple is here. Oh my god, I'm back. Pick a number between 1 and 3. Right, I'm back. What we got? Ow! Shite. My wrist. Ouchie. Who is here?
Okay, man.
Which human is it? Oh, it's Banco, hello. Yeah, I think Frontiers is a bit overrated.
Yep, hello.
I will say. Like, I don't... Like, it's actually kind of crazy. There were some people that said that Frontiers was, like, their favourite Sonic game, and, like, it was better than Unleashed. It's like, it is what it is, like, if that's your opinion, but... I've just never thought that Frontiers was that good. It's like, I don't even think there's, like, one big problem with Frontiers. I think it's just a lot of little things that add up. Like the Coco challenges, which I don't really like the graphical pop-in, like the mini-bosses, which, like, I mean, the mini-bosses aren't bad, but some of them are, like, way worse than others. Those random puzzles, which can go fuck themselves. Like some of the other stuff.
Because of that, I haven't even finished Sonic Frontiers yet.
Like how grindy it is, like cyberspace level's not been brilliant. It's just like a load of little things that just add up. Makes playing through it like a chore, in my opinion.
Gotten in recent
All goated aspects of the game. They really aren't. Hey, Fish, how you doing, bud?
years. So I decided to go back and fully replay Sonic Unleashed.
Oh yeah,
Up to speed. Have I missed anything important?
Oh yeah. Context for people who have just got here because I went to go make a coffee. So this guy is debunking a bad review of Sonic Unleashed. So we are reacting to a debunk of a debunk. Only the top tier, best content on this channel.
And surprise, I wasn't missing much.
I wasn't missing much? You're acting like this game is the absolute bottom of the barrel cash grab.
This guy sounds like Nelson from The Simpsons, but like he's pretty based, so it is what it is.
This game is full of content for you to do. Saying I wasn't missing much meaning that the game has absolutely nothing to offer, and that's not even remotely the case.
In fact, for me, I believe the game has gotten even a bit worse on replay. And
That's bullshit.
I know a lot of you are hesitating already because some of the criticisms presented towards Sonic Unleashed are usually pretty surface level. Stuff like, the Werehog is bad because the levels are long. But I'd like to dive a little bit deeper.
I mean, the levels aren't long for the Werehog though. That's the thing. It's like the Werehog levels barely. It's like, let me just go to the poll. Like 108 people voted. Okay, so literally 1% between every IGN Sonic review and like 43 for that and 44 for Unleashed start to finish. If I do Unleashed start to finish, guarantee you I can beat every single Werehog level in less than 10 minutes. Every single one of them. Less than 10 minutes.
And to actually why I don't like this.
Aside from Eggman Land, obviously, but like even then I can beat it in under 15. Like it really isn't. I remember you did your own debunk of this guy's video. Oh, did I? I don't remember.
This game. And before you try and come after me and say that I'm bad at the game, I will have you know that I S or A ranked most of the levels in Sonic Unleashed on the first playthrough.
Oh yeah, I did criticize this guy. Yeah, I do. I recognize these insults. Or these points, yeah. And I was like, yeah, bollocks, did you get an S rank on the first try? Because like, the game literally makes it impossible to get S ranks on the first try. Because they lock like the fastest routes behind things like the Lightspeed Dash, which you don't get until much later on in the game.
Aside from a few that we'll get to later.
I'm sorry, you are not S ranking stages on your first try. This isn't Sonic Generations. The ranking system is actually good. It's not just based on time and speed. It's based on how many enemies you kill, if you nail the QTEs, etc. Most of the upgrades later found in the game are even required to get S ranks on most levels. There's no way in hell you S rank the entire game on your first playthrough. Stop lying, bro.
So without further ado, let's get started. As you probably could have already guessed, most of my issues with this...
He sounds pretty awesome. But like, if we've already watched it, like we can do something else. It is what it is. Also, this guy debunked IGN's video as well. Pretty cool.
This game revolved around the Werehog. Now I know this is almost like beating a dead horse, but in reality, it's just the truth. The Werehog takes up about 70% of Sonic Unleashed. At least that's what I counted on my playthrough.
I mean, I kind of agree with this. The Werehog does take up most of the game, but not by much. It's like a 10% difference.
I mean, oh shit, I skipped ahead, but I didn't mean to. But it's like, again, it's like you have, again, it's like the same people who criticize this, they also praise Adventure 2, where it's like, oh, you only play as Sonic and Shadow for like less than a third of the game's runtime. It's like, literally same shit, but just different day.
Yeah, I actually went on
Since the drift
level. It was not fun on my day, so I need a break.
Huey, you rage quit at the very first boss fight.
Oh, that was hilarious. I don't think Adventure 2 is your game, Kiwi.
Hey, at least I beat the first one. It took me a minute, and also I was getting upset because my computer was lagging and the game was crashing and whatnot. So I was not in a very good mood, to be honest.
Was developed as a method to control
easily.
yourself while at max speeds. It is implied that you should do it when boosting, but in Sonic Unleashed you have to stop boosting to pull off the drift successfully a lot of the time.
This just comes down to personal preference. I personally prefer the Unleashed drift because you actually have to think about...
She lost to the first boss. Yeah, like, when people were saying skill issue in my video, it's like, it's a good thing Kiwi didn't, like, upload her gameplay, because, like, my goodness.
There's no chance I'm
I'm not gonna lie, freaking, that was painful to watch, Kiwi.
She got a fucking game over on the bloody Walker mech, like, whatever it is. Like, that was actually pain watching.
Again, that was one of those, like, where I had a bad day, generally speaking, but, like, yeah, it was pretty bad.
I was like, genuinely, Kiwi, you had one job. But...
Yeah, but I beat it the second time. It just took me a moment because I was still technically getting used to the controls and whatnot. I fucking hate the controls.
You didn't beat it the second time. It took you like 3 or 4 times.
I'm gonna say, you got a game over on it. Like, it took you quite a few attempts.
No, but I mean... Well, yeah, it did take me a few times, but I meant, like, after the first game over, I did eventually beat it.
When and how you drift.
Which goes against what the drift was intended for, in my opinion. But generally, the boost levels in Sonic Unleashed look great, sound great, a good level design, and they're generally fun to play.
Yeah,
Skyscraper Scamper, Rooftop Run, Missouri Day.
I wasn't there to finish the stream that day. Did you finish the Sonic Adventure 2?
I played like halfway. I beat the hero campaign, and I played like halfway through the dark campaign, and then I was like, alright, I'm done. I hate this.
Oh, okay.
That is really
although my opinion on Adventure 2 is more positive. But I think Adventure 2 is just a fucking crappy game. But it's like, it's not the worst game, but Sonic Unleashed is not good. Oh yeah, I've already watched that one. Wait, I wonder what the like to dislike ratio is. Oh.
No wonder she hates the game. That is really a sketch. I didn't say I hate the game. I just hate the controls of the game. Like, I think the story's not bad or anything.
I think the best way I can describe it is, I don't think Sonic Adventure 2 is a bad game. It's just a product of its time.
Exactly.
Honestly, a lot of the controls and stuff in there are really outdated.
Yeah, like I said, it's not necessarily a sketch issue. It's just it took me a moment to get used to like the controls and everything. It does take me time to learn the controls because I am fucking autistic.
Aren't we all, Kiwi?
I am a complete and utter melon.
Plus, I'm so used to like the new game controls.
Also, chat, according to Rip, I always sound depressed.
Yes.
Yes, I'm happy all the time.
SA2 is such a downgrade from SA1. I'd agree with that. Like, it's actually kind of insane how based SA1 is by comparison.
You know, I am going to agree. I may not play Adventure 1 because I don't really care for it, but I will say I do agree to it. Yeah.
SA1's sick.
I think there's gonna be a day where I think I'm gonna replay SA1 one of these days.
Yeah, SA1's like really damn good. Especially if you mod it and give it like better graphics. Like, it looks like really damn good. Plays really well as well even to this day.
Although sadly the voice acting in Adventure 1 is insanely bad, let's be honest.
The voice acting is just a work of art in Sonic Adventure 1.
It's kind of like
and the cutscene quality as well. Bloody hell.
It's kind of like Ghost Stories, if you know the story behind that anime.
Wait,
Oh, yeah, I
IGN
heard of
IGN re-reviews Sonic Unleashed in 2023. Yes, we need to look at this.
Oh god.
Right. Swear down, you better be nice to the game now.
There's one thing you should know about Sonic Unleashed before spending your hard-earned money on it. It's a truly amazing game. I mean it. Truly amazing game. Now that I've said this, that should probably be enough to convince you to pull out your wallet.
Is this like AI or some It literally is. God damn it. I just got clickbaited. Bollocks, it literally is AI.
Oh my god. Just when we thought that we had hope, it was just right away.
God damn it, pray me, Jeremy. I thought for a moment that there was hope, and you snuffed out that hope. Damn it.
Oh man.
Crap. Fuck is this review? I do enjoy the game, but I have to pretend to be a caveman in order to do so.
Here it is.
Let me guess. This, yeah.
Oh.
Like to dislike.
Oh, this is gonna be.
This is gonna be interesting.
The first thing I see is the like to dislike ratio. Nick, the daytime level is very linear. Sonic Forces, check this out, lol. Forces modern stages were better than Unleashed. Actually touch a woman. With consent, obviously.
But he doesn't like so for some reason.
And I know
Sonic's
you're gonna
not for
say, oh,
everyone.
you suck. Well, don't insult me for having an opinion. I never insulted you. Jeez, buddy, calm down. See, I feel like the problem with this guy is he's not like me, where I'm like, alright, if you're, like, don't be an asshole, like, just join the Discord server. Like, I feel like he's defending his comments way too hard. Like, he's literally, like, putting, like... I feel like what this guy's doing is every time he sees a criticism, he's just, like, typing another, like, damage control for his review. Like, he's, like, I swear down, like, most of the comments are just him. Like... I don't know. I mean, at the very least, he likes the game more after Forces. It's like this fucking...
It is. The game that inspired me to make these videos to begin with.
Some people need to be made fun of for their opinions. Well, it's like, I feel like the opinion is what you make fun of. Like, you don't make fun of them specifically.
Exactly.
Like, I think that's what it comes down to. It's like, you don't make fun of the person, you make fun of the opinion. Like, to me at least. Like,
I hear like ridiculous comments and everything like that, but I'm going to laugh at it, but not gonna laugh at the person.
Hey Rip, I saw one of your videos.
I know. Well, you know what? I genuinely can't find any more crap Unleashed reviews, so we're just gonna watch like good Unleashed reviews and see if we agree with the points or not. Like. The Sonic Unleashed, the IGN Sonic Unleashed review, that might be a like to dislike ratio worse than that vegan teacher. I don't know. Maybe not, actually. The bar was raised very high. Like, we need to make a stream just reacting to that vegan teacher. Like, I swear I could make, like, fucking years worth of content off of that person. Like, chat. Who in chat remembers like the drama that happened between me and Ultimate Joker? That vegan teacher is so much worse. Like, holy shit. Like, bruh.
The only thing I
gaming
remember
rift versus that vegan teacher. That was not a matchup we knew we needed. Oh,
yeah,
Jesus.
I feel like the only thing I remember from that vegan teacher was the quote-unquote stat between her and Gordon Ramsay.
Oh, that was hilarious, yeah.
Recompiled release.
Where he literally called her a donut and eat a burger right
and of course,
afterwards.
when an older Sonic game comes back
Donut,
into
go eat a
limelight,
burger.
a lot of comparisons are made. And the game that Unleashed is compared to the most is always Sonic Generations. And it's easy to see why. In terms of gameplay, they are extremely similar.
Hello,
At
I'm
least-
back. What did I miss? Not much, to be honest. We're just chilling. We
Oh yeah,
just be
Kiwi,
vibing.
I don't know if you saw my... Yeah, Q. I don't know if you saw my comment in the general chat, but I finally got back last night from watching the Minecraft movie.
Also, I was
Nice.
Also, I'm really annoyed because like there was a person who joined the Discord server and they wanted to talk to me about Adventure 2 and they still haven't done it yet. It's like, say what you want about the fucking people who were assholes in the Adventure 2 video, but at least that guy showed up.
In the main Sonic gameplay, as well as graphical fidelity. And while there are different...
Oh, speaking of which, I'm currently, I've started the Adventure 1 review, and I've realized that I have quite a lot to talk about, since I'm like 8 minutes into the video, and I've only just finished talking about Sonic.
Differences even in those...
So that's pretty awesome.
Similar aspects. In the grand scheme of things, their main Sonic gameplay is very close. Both games even share a second version of levels that aren't enjoyed as much. I like the Werehog and Classic Sonic.
That was me, Lamar, working on a document as a response to your points. Okay, well, what issues do you have, dude? Like, if you wanna, give me a few points, I don't mind responding to a few.
Fine, but I think most people
will agree. People bring up Sonic Adventure 1, I just think of the freaking big open mouth Sonic in the cutscenes. When he's like, ah! Or, whoa!
Yeah, when Sonic says smooth move knucklehead and his mouth keeps moving for like 2 seconds afterwards.
That's all I think about from Adventure 1.
Nah, the fucking Adventure 1's cutscenes are just, incredible. Fino, are you the Octa person? If you don't mind me asking.
Now, when we look at straight-up gameplay, Generations...
Do you guys see what I mean when I said that this guy is just like the Harmon Smith, but if he was based and for the Sonic community? Like he's got
the anti-Harmon Smith.
Like he's got like a shit ton of Sonic-related things in the background. He's actually got a decent setup. He's like a fairly, older gentleman, but with a hat and a door in the background. But it's like he's actually like paying attention. He's like, his eyes don't look like they're disconnecting from the rest of his spirit. And like he actually, is putting effort into his videos. Like he is literally just like the based Sonic Harmon Smith.
Has the edge. Generations basically perfected.
He even called himself a Sonic Adventure.
The boost formula.
You know what's funny too is that he calls himself a Sonic Adventure 2 Glazer.
While Unleashed definitely had.
Who? What?
He calls himself a Sonic Adventure 2 Glazer because how much he talks about it and whatnot.
Who? Well, the Z-Man show.
Yeah.
Oh hell no.
No, he literally called himself that. He's like, I am a Sonic.
Entitled to their own opinions.
Everyone's entitled to their own opinions, but if they're wrong opinions, then...
No, what I mean is that, he knows for a fact that not everyone likes Sonic Adventure 2, and that Sonic Adventure 2 has its moments or whatnot. He just likes the game, that's why he calls himself, a glazer. He's like, yes, I know I'm a glazer.
More detail thrown in, and in my opinion, richer backgrounds of levels. Generations was newer, so looked a little bit sharper, and definitely ran a lot better on its original hardware. In most ways, Generations usually comes out on top, except for one thing. There's one thing that Unleashed has over it that Generations doesn't even come close to. And
everything?
That's what we're talking about today. So most people know that Generations is regarded as one of the best Sonic games in the whole series. And in stark contrast, Unleashed is, or was, treated as one of the big failures. But when I look at my favorite Sonic games of the past, Generations, while very good and very fun, never
Yeah, Unleashed has a better ranking system. I think that goes without saying.
Yeah.
Story as well.
Sure.
Because obviously the story in Generations was non-existent.
I think freaking Chip is still pretty annoying, though.
I never thought of it as annoying or anything like that.
Stood out as much as Unleashed did to me. Even though I loved it the first day I played it, it didn't really stick with me like any other Sonic game before it. While I had a lot of fun playing it, the experience still felt a little hollow. It wasn't until later in the meta era that I realized what I and the games were missing. One, the most obvious thing, an engaging story, and two, a little less obvious, a cohesive adventure with the story. Sonic Unleashed story might not be the deepest or most complex thing out there, but it was told well, showed well, and written well. Then in Generations, we get a pretty bare-bones story, something we can follow throughout the game, but there's not a whole lot to it. A literal empty space where the adventure takes place, all wrapped up in about a 4 to 5 hour playtime if you play straight through.
In my opinion, I think Shadow Generations did this so much better.
You can make
Shadow Gens definitely had a better.
The gameplay is good, and while I agree, a game can still be great even though the story is either meh or even bad. Generations obviously.
The difference between Generations and Unleashed, one is a video game, the other is an experience. Well, which is which though? It's like I feel like they're both video games.
I also think a subpar or bad story holds a game back, keeping a game down at just a fun time that you had and you enjoyed it, instead of becoming not only just a fun experience, but something that resonates deep inside you.
Have you finally getting any sleep, mister?
I go into more detail about that kind of subject here in this video, but don't watch
What
it
is
until you're
sleep?
done.
Of course not.
Now, if you click this video, I'm sure you're already familiar
What
with
is
Generations
sleep?
and
I asked myself the
so
exact.
I'm not going to go into
I asked
details
myself the
about it,
exact same
but what I want to
question.
do is explain
Just
what I meant by
sheer
a cohesive
willpower.
adventure. In Sonic Unleashed, you slowly learn about the state of the world and how to fix it, meaning you have to
As well
travel
as
to different
the
countries,
pain in
defeating
the
enemies,
wrist,
finding
keeping you up.
temples, and restoring the Chaos Emeralds, all while trying to help your new friend.
It is an arrested
You also
development.
interact with tons of NPCs in each country.
One
and
could
have a
say
decent
that
amount of
Believe me,
variety.
Rick, I know exactly.
Almost everything you do in
Well,
Unleashed
the good
either
thing
has
though
a
is that it's
practical
got me
or
making
narrative
wrist
goal. Now,
puns.
when we look at Generations,
Arrested
you play as both
development.
classic and modern Sonic, completing stages from
What do you
Sonic
get when
Unleashed
you?
in
What do you
said
get when
3D.
you? I've got a joke. What do you
Restores their
get?
color and their
What do you
light.
get when you cross a scary person with Rift?
What?
You get a terrorist. Haha.
And fixes the timeline. You repeat this cycle until you defeat the Time Eater and
Oh, that's
completely
so
repair
stupid.
time.
Why is that ridiculous?
Yeah, it's like that's the thing that British people do. It's like even when they're in pain, they can just make jokes out about stuff. It's like I could have my entire left leg missing, and I'll be like, well, could have been worse. Could have been my right leg.
I'm in space.
Could have been my middle leg.
Now that is a pretty simplified telling of how the story is in Generations, but not by much, and that's part of what gives it the empty feeling to me. Yes, we know the Time Eater is destroying the timeline, and we have to beat levels to fix it, but that's pretty much it. Other than the fact that you have to beat this level to progress,
My
you're
chair
just
is
in a white
squeaking.
void, beating levels over and over again until you finally get to the end.
Sounds like you need a new chair.
There really isn't a sense of progress.
No, it's
of the
good.
story
Sounds like you
until
need-
just
That's
randomly
good.
get a cutscene. In just about any Sonic game that had a story prior to that, the stages you were playing were part of the story. You
But
were
believe me,
there
Rick, I
for
know
a
what it
reason.
is to
You were
have
going
a.
somewhere.
I didn't have a
chasing
broke. I didn't have a
something, or
hurt wrist, but
trying
I
to help
had
somebody,
freaking
specifically
sprained ankle.
in that stage. But it's
See, so that's
Well,
one
yeah,
thing.
believe me,
That's one thing that I think Adventure 2 does pretty well. The fact that the cutscenes and the actual level design like mesh well. It's like Sonic meets Shadow in the exact same place where he beat the Walker mech. So that was pretty cool. It's like attention to detail.
in Sonic Generations, it almost feels just like a fancy.
Whereas it's like Sonic in Generations, he basically just goes to a place and then comes out of the place back into the void for the story to happen. It's the same thing with like the older Crash Bandicoot games. It's like you go into a level, do your shit, then you come out, and then like story stuff happens.
Stage select screen. So not only do you get an extremely simple story,
I feel
but
like
it
there's a
also doesn't
glaring
add
plot
anything to
hole in the
levels
Sonic
and vice
series
versa.
that
The levels don't feel like they
I
have
don't think it's
anything
been
really to
answered
do
yet.
with the story.
Go on.
If the Iblis trigger stuff was never created, wouldn't that mean that Silver's existence shouldn't really happen?
I mean, Sonic 06's story has many plot holes. That probably is one of them.
Because I don't think it ever explained how Silver came back.
Yeah, I don't think they ever explained that shit.
I think the basic idea is that, like, meanwhile, yeah, like, Silver's future was bad and everything in Sonic 06, but that doesn't mean that he can't still be born in the future, if that makes sense.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. I'm not trying to defend or anything like that, but I think it's just like, well, yes, his future was bad and everything like that, whatnot, but that doesn't really necessarily mean that he would not exist at all just because of
Other than
that
the fact
future.
that you just have to do them. Now, having said all of that, that doesn't make Generations a bad game, or worse than Unleashed. Sonic Generations does exactly what it set out to do, celebrate 20 years of Sonic, with a handful of awesome levels and Planet Wisp from Sonic's history, spanning the entire Sonic series. It didn't have to have a great story. It's already an awesome game.
do you guys agree with this comment? A good story is like seasoning. Without it, the game becomes bland and tasteless, even if it's made with high-quality ingredients.
I don't know. That's an interesting question, to be honest. Because
it's
sure,
like,
there could be games with. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna, because technically I agree with the analogy, because obviously, yeah, seasoning is like, it's barely like if you have a bowl of seasoning, it's not gonna taste very nice. But like,
yeah,
seasoning with like other stuff, it's like really good. I mean, I don't really think that makes Adventure. I don't think that makes Generations boring though. Like Generations is like, I think Generations is still like really good because like the gameplay is what matters.
I do enjoy like some of like the Sonic games and whatnot. I had no like problems, whatever, besides like the classic Sonic levels or whatever. But I was definitely disappointed in the story and whatnot. Like I was like, this is boring as fuck.
It's like, I feel like a better analogy would be like, it's like Sonic Generations is like a chocolate cake without any icing. It's like, yeah, it would be great if it had the icing. Like, it would be better with the icing. But like, it's still a chocolate cake without the icing.
And Sonic Adventure 2 is basically Lucky Charms without the marshmallows.
Sonic Adventure 2 is just barely holding itself together by tape and strings. Yeah, it's like Mario Maker's another good example. It's like the game has fuck all story, but like, people still like it.
Without it. But if it had one, I think it could have been much more. That's why I think
Same thing with like Monster Hunter. It's like Monster Hunter like isn't really known for its story, but yeah, people still like it. It's like, gee, I wonder why.
A lot of other fans have much stronger feelings about Unleashed than Generations.
Wait, to be fair to Monster Hunter, I think Wilds has a pretty engaging story for the most part.
No,
I mean, it's not perfect, but I was pretty engaged with it.
Yeah.
Amazing,
it's all right.
But it's decent. And
Well,
it has a
at
lot
least
of
I
small
was.
story
Well, at least
moments
I
in between
was
the
anyway.
big story moments. So it always feels like you're progressing through.
Yeah, I think Mario is probably the thing that me and Axiom disagree with. Like, I think New Super Mario Bros. Wii is better than Mario Maker. I mean, we disagree on literally everything,
serve
but like
some sort of narrative purpose outside of just progression.
Oh.
As you
That's a game.
He also thinks My Sweet Passion is an amazing Sonic song.
that reminds me. That actually reminds me. Is Harmon Smith made a Sonic video? Seems like the sort of thing he would do.
I know. Let's find out.
Baker is not
He actually.
oh
my god, he actually
It's like-
did like 4 years ago. What the fuck is that? Like that is. Sonic the
Honestly,
Hedgehog was
Mario-
never good.
Mario Maker's not too bad game, but I would honestly wouldn't play it.
Even Sonic
know why.
fanboys aren't happy with Frontiers. Where the fuck did you get that from?
What? It's just like it's okay game. I go like.
Well, I wonder all right. I wondered what he was doing then. He looked like he was having an arm wrestle with his arse. Right. What videos has Herbert made? I find it funny that this guy has like more of a following than like the Ultimate Joker. It's like Harmon Smith is literally just a lot of nothing made into a YouTube channel. The interesting thing about Ultimate Joker is that sometimes I like look at his channel because like people either remind me of him or I'm just like flicking through my channel and I'm like, oh yeah, cool. There was the drama a little while ago, cool. It's like his channel just isn't growing. Like it's kind of weird. It's like it is what it. I mean, it is what it is. It's like
yeah, because
if you want,
what happened to the old saying?
I mean, it is what it is. Like you catch more flies with honey than vinegar. So it's like if you want to have like a safe space for your like arsehole community, it's like there's nothing wrong with that, but you're not gonna really grow as a result. What the fuck are these?
What happened to the old saying?
What?
No, that's bullshit. Look at that. GTA 6 delayed again. Rockstar is scared of the Nintendo Switch 2, of course. Yes, that's totally how that works. Microsoft raises Xbox prices. This is Nintendo's fault somehow. Yeah, because Nintendo did it first, you cock. Like, how is this hard to understand?
Nintendo literally opened up the floodgates.
Should we watch this video? Like, this sounds so up my alley. Like, should we watch this video? Like,
Okay,
this is...
sure.
Yeah, I wish I could watch it, but I have to get back to work. So.
Also, he spelled
Enjoy the rest of the
Microsoft.
stream, everyone.
Also, I've just realized
Take care, Buckeye.
I just realized as well, he spelled Microsoft wrong. Like, what an actual piece of cheese.
Wait, how do you spell it?
It has an O. S-O-F-T. He said
Okay.
Microsoft. Like, what an actual cock.
Yeah, all his like thumbnails that I'm noticing, they're like all the same and everything. It
Harmon
looks so
Smith
boring.
explains 100 men versus one gorilla. One actual... Like, I know that I make random ass videos sometime, but like, that is... Right, you know what, fuck it, let's watch this. Let's watch Herbert... How the fuck does he have a... How the hell does he have a positive like to dislike ratio on this?
I don't know.
I like how, according to
What?
Harmon, when other companies raise prices, they're scamming the customers. However, when Nintendo does it, we're just gulping and seething. Yeah, exactly. It is what it is. Yeah, and it's all the more funny when you get replies like this, where it's like, oh, because the games from these other companies are not worth the price. It's like, no freaking video game is worth $80. 100 men beat the crap out of the... Yeah, like, 100 men would beat a gorilla. Like, I don't understand why this freaking Down syndrome debate, like, took the internet by storm. Like, to me at least, it's like the thing that's actually quite funny is that I didn't actually know this, but I did some research into it. Apparently, humans can kick harder than gorillas can punch. I didn't know that, but apparently they can.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, like, obviously, like, top-tier humans. Like, we're talking, like, athletes.
Yeah, obviously.
But it's like,
obviously.
that's still crazy. Like, I didn't even know that. And when we're talking kicking as well, we're talking, like... I don't know if it's roundhouse kick or, like, a certain, like, technique, but, like, either way, it's still crazy. I love how we start the video with just this frame. Amazing. Right, let's have a cheeky little look at this specimen. Explain how we're all wrong and he's right. Continue.
This is an insane code from the Microsoft camp. Like,
Oh yeah, it's only the Microsoft camp. It's not the rest of us complaining that games in general are going up to $80. No, it's just Xbox.
unbelievable.
It's definitely not Nintendo people either, who are complaining that games are being way too pricey now.
I believe I released a statement predicting that this would happen, but like I don't remember where it was. I don't know if it was on Discord or if I said it in a video or like what have you. But I do believe.
Well, to be fair, Axiom, I could be remembering it wrong. Like, I'm fairly certain, like obviously a gorilla is like stronger. I can't remember the exact like. I don't know if it was like a human's kick like exerts more force per square inch than a gorilla's punch. I can't remember what the actual like measurement was. No animal is surviving against 100 men. I mean, Godzilla would, but you know, he's not real. And also, this chap obviously would. But you know, that's neither here nor there. Yeah, apparently it was like humans can exert like more like force in PSI than like a gorilla can with a punch or some shit like that.
I made a statement about this, but now it has come to pass.
Why is he so damn quiet?
Has not only
Not that I'm complaining, mind you, but like it's still annoying.
raised the price of all of their games to a full $80. They have also raised the price of their 5-year-old console, the Xbox Series X. That's right.
Yeah, that's bullshit. It's not just the Series X either, like it's literally everything. Series S, Series X. Both versions of the consoles, I might add. Like the 512 gigs and the terabyte version. They're raising the controllers, the headsets, like they're probably gonna increase Xbox Live Gold prices as well. Like, it's actually insane. If it's per square inch, that might be true. Yeah, I think that's what the, I think that's what they were saying. Like, obviously humans aren't stronger than gorillas. Like, yeah, obviously that's bullshit.
Yeah, no.
But, like, I feel like they're saying that, like, per square inch, humans are better than gorillas.
The Xbox Sex is now $100 more expensive than it was yesterday.
I mean, technically that's what the Switch 2 is, because it's $100 cheaper in Japan and only Japan. So, same shit, different day. At the very least, Microsoft are, like, indiscriminate with their stupid choices. Nintendo are just like, oh, are you not Japan? Well, fuck you then. Fuck you, motherfucker.
I guess because it's like cheaper in Japan, because they make it in Japan so they don't have to like ship it to like across the countries or whatnot. I don't know. I still think it's.
I mean, either way, I just think it's blatant greed, to be honest. Like they can't
right,
even.
Right.
The Xbox Sex. I mean, to be fair, the Xbox Sex is a pretty decent name. Xbox Series X. The Xbox Sex.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is like actual some like money reason or whatever, but still, it is kind of greedy.
Why does he always look drunk in his videos? Because this is the thing. He doesn't sleep. He just charges energy.
Overpriced.
Like he just takes his penis to the fucking Pokemon Center, just puts it on the desk. There you go. Just recharges the Harmon Smith.
Piece of slop that won't be on the market for a couple of years from now.
I mean, you say piece of slop, but like that piece of slop is still more powerful than the Switch 2. So like, a little awkward.
Yeah, you're shit out of luck, buddy. Probably should have bought a Switch 2 instead.
Yeah, it's like people who say it has everything to do with tariffs and like inflation. It's like I hate that argument. Like that.
No, yeah, I wasn't talking about
like people who bring that up are actual morons. Like
yeah, I wasn't talking about like the tariffs or anything. It's more like the shipping costs and whatnot. And
no,
like,
it's because Axiom. It's because Axiom said it's got nothing to do with tariffs. It's like he's completely right.
Okay.
It's like if people bring up inflation or tariffs, they're actually just dumb. Like
I don't
like normally when I roast fanboys, I try and be like funny or like subtle or like I try explain why people are wrong. But no, if you say it's because of tariffs, like you're just fucking dumb. Unless you're an American citizen and you don't know that countries outside of Mexico and the moon exist.
I do know there was confirmation for like the pre-orders or whatever that got delayed. What that was because of tariffs, but I still think that was just like a blatant lie. And it's just them being
the Japanese region locking exactly is to prevent drop shipping. But it's like either way, it's like I just don't think they should do that.
Yeah.
Like I hate that they do that though. Especially since Nintendo nowadays, it's like they're basically like all but certainly getting rid of physical like media. It's like you don't even get like cartridges nowadays. You just get like the freaking like QR codes or like download codes or whatever it is.
Which is sad.
So it's like they're saving money by with like the physical releases. They're also charging you more for physical releases, and they are like I feel like it's stupid that they are doing that. Like they're just region locking the Japanese version and you know, because aside from anything else, it's like okay, well, what happens if you live outside of Japan but you speak Japanese? It's like, well, go fuck. Well, you're just fucked, I guess. It's like, it is what it is.
Is now the budget option. Now that we know that, like, Microsoft...
He's like a less attractive Jeremy Clarkson.
Sony are raising their prices. It's safe to say that Steam will as well, making Nintendo, by far, the most affordable option. So...
Well, no,
it's not.
But it's like... Well, here's the thing. It's like... literally rewind what you said. It's like
it's safe to say that Sony are raising their is now the budget option. Now that we know that like Microsoft and Sony are raising their prices, it's safe to say that Steam will as well, making Nintendo by far.
But it's like this is the thing. It's like Sony and Microsoft are raising prices. It's only a matter of time until like Steam is gonna raise prices. It's like, gee, I wonder who did it first. Could it be
Wait.
Like Nintendo raised prices first? And it's like in his title, he's like,
what?
This is Nintendo's fault somehow. It's like, it literally is.
Sorry, I just saw that Direct Drive said that Z-Man just uploaded a new video debunking our forces.
Wait, what?
Huh.
He said dunking on forces.
Oh, dunking. Oh, sorry, I'm tired. Ugh. Words. My bad.
So.
Also, yeah, like, Steam won't increase prices. It's like, Steam does sell, like, $70 or $80 games, but it's like, even so, it's only with a couple, not all of them. And also, we have, like, way better sales. So it's not gonna be, like, as bad as, it's not gonna be as bad as, like, the rest of the industry.
Basically, after all that doom and gloom, all that coping and seething about Nintendo Switch 2 being too expensive...
I mean, it is. It should be $100 cheaper, but anyways.
You're gonna see every single major YouTuber, gaming journalists, and analysts, like, bend over backwards to try and, like, justify what Xbox has done, you know?
No one's justifying what Xbox has done, but what you're, like, failing to acknowledge is the fact that, like, Nintendo did it first. It's like, they're all as bad as each other, and to some extent you can argue that Xbox was worse than Nintendo in this situation. Like, to some extent you could argue that, but the reason why they did that is because, like, Nintendo increased the prices of games to like $80, $90. It's like you have Sony making the PlayStation 5 Pro, which is overpriced and under-featured, and yeah, surprise, surprise, Microsoft is going to do a combination of the two. It's like, yeah, if one company tests the waters, and the waters have potential, it's like, the fuck do you think the competition's gonna do? Which is all the more stupid, because all Xbox needed to do to look good in this situation was literally nothing. Like, if they kept the prices of games, if they kept the prices the same on Xbox, it would have been the budget option. It literally would have been. Like, you would have been able to get, like, a Series X for, like, around the same price of the Switch 2. It's like, the games would have been cheaper, like, the services would have been cheaper, like, all of this shit. But no, they had to increase the prices. It's freaking stupid, man.
They're still going to go out and they're going to support these $80 games. They're going to support the console.
I'm not going to support $80 games. I couldn't even tell you the last game I bought for full price. Like, it could have been, like, Spider-Man 2 in January, or, like, Monster Hunter Wilds in February. Like, generally speaking, I don't buy games at full price. I just don't.
For me, it was, Sonic Shadow Generations.
Well, that wasn't, like, 80 quid, though, that's what I mean. Like, that wasn't $80.
Yeah.
Hold on.
You're good.
But it's like, that's the thing, it's like, I just have, like, I don't know what to say, it's like, I just don't buy games for that price. It's like, I wait for sales. Especially since with Steam, it's like, oh, what's that? You can get, like, Doom Eternal for, like, $10 on Steam if you find, like, the right sale. It's like, that's actually insane. Like, that's such a steal. It's like, yeah, why would... And at the end of the day, there's just way more games over on PC. It's like, I've got so many freaking games to work through. Especially since some of you guys are actual legends and you keep gifting me games, which is quite good of you. Yeah, like,
Interstellar has a point, like
I'm fairly certain, like, Asafe literally just gifted me the fucking Mass Effect trilogy, so I've got those games.
He did that to me too!
Yeah, so, guarantee I'm gonna make the worst decision in those games and get every single one of those poor bastards killed, but, you know, yeah, you can get Mania and Adventure 1 for $8, it's like, that's a steal. It's like, you can only really do it on PC. But,
yeah, Interstellar has a point. Like, I Luki had hope in Microsoft seeing Oblivion this price, and then this happened. Yeah, like, because they lowered the price for Oblivion for $50, and then suddenly they're like, yeah, we're gonna raise the prices, and I'm like, you could have won. I know, like, the console war is so stupid, but, like, since we still have this stupid console war, you could have won. You could have outshined them by lowering the...
It's like, literally. But, anyways.
Keep doing their things. After after they had sworn
Fucking Herbert Timothy Simple over here is way too damn quiet.
off Nintendo for supposedly selling games at $80. By the way, they're not. The new standard for them is $70. So
It's like, either way, like, why is that a good thing? It's like, oh wow, like, you guys are all idiots for saying that games are expensive. They're actually $70. It's like, yeah, that's still expensive, dipshit. And it's like, also, like, are you gonna talk about the accessories where it's like $95 for a fucking Joy-Con? Like, are you gonna talk about that?
And I'm talking about the fact that our mid-room age is so, like, fucking the same. Like, someone tried to tell me at one point, I was like, no, like, the mid is, you know, with the inflation. I'm like, if
Yeah,
it has,
the
it's not by much.
But it's like, the inflation
Not
isn't
by
even a valid argument, because it's like, okay, so
Yeah.
what's the excuse in, like, every other country then?
Exactly, yeah, no, I'm not defending the whole inflation thing. It's more about, like, when someone's trying to say, like, no, the inflation has been rising up to the inflation or whatever.
But make
I'm
sure
like,
you mod
it's not
Adventure
like-
1, though. Oh yeah, Adventure 1 modding is so damn good.
Yeah.
after that entire exaggerated cope, you know, Angry Joe lying to people, saying that Nintendo was selling games for at $90, here's Microsoft actually doing that. And it's safe to say,
I mean, let's be honest. Let's be honest. If one of these companies do it, the others are gonna do it. Like, that's literally just how this works. It's like Sony makes like consoles that are like $600-700. A little while later, Microsoft makes like the Series X $600. It's like Nintendo Switch increases the prices of games. Microsoft's gonna do it. It's like, that's literally how this works, because at the end of the day, these companies don't give a flying fuck about you or your respect. All they care about is your money. And if they can vacuum more money out of your wallet without earning it, and you let them do that, they're gonna keep doing it. It's like, why do you think that, like, PlayStation Online in Canada is like $100+ now? Like, $100 a year just to play your games online in Canada. Like, it's insanity. Like, who in their right minds would do that?
And like going into next gen, you know, going into like, you know, the Sex 2, you know, like it's only going to get more expensive. You know, people are already talking about Grand Theft Auto 6 being at least $100. You know, it's very possible that it might be more than that. You know?
Yeah, he's genuinely right. That's the depressing thing.
Yeah.
Like, even this guy's right when it comes to this. It's like, he's not going to criticize Nintendo, obviously, but it's like, yeah, he's completely right. It's like, shit's only going to get more and more expensive. Until eventually people just say, right, enough, and the entire industry just crashes. Like, the sad thing is that Mr. Herbert over here is completely right. And it's depressing. It's depressing we're even here, to be honest.
No, and like these people.
I mean, not PC gamers, obviously, but like, for console gamers, yeah, I feel bad for you. Like, we should never have... Hey, Celine, how you doing, my darling? It's good to have you. But it's like, for console gamers, like, I genuinely feel fucking bad.
Going to like, you know, eat that slop up because like they don't have anything else to play, but that
Kind of bold of a Nintendo Switch fanboy saying, oh, we don't have things to play. Like, wasn't the Switch such a piece of shit console that, like, most AAA third-party games just skip the Switch?
Yep.
You know it's bad when Herbert's right. 100 Herberts versus 1 Rift. Bro, he'd smother me. It'd be like that scene from The Incredibles where, like, all of the black balls just pin him to the floor. Like, mate, I would just get crushed like the freaking Titanic submersible if 100 of these fuckers jumped at me.
just sets a bad precedent for the rest of the industry. You know, they're all going to try raising their prices. They're all going to try to scam the consumer more and more. And
yeah, like, he's literally right. I mean, he's not going to acknowledge that Nintendo is also going to do that. But it's like, yeah, he's right. It's like, they're just going to keep raising the prices. They're going to keep releasing crappy games and what have you. Like, I find it kind of funny. Like, do you guys remember the Concord situation with PlayStation? Like, we're literally getting another one of those situations. I don't get it. Why? They're literally... Like, see, this is the thing that I don't understand about Sony. It's like, they cancel, like, actual shit that would earn them money, like the multiplayer Spider-Man game, like Spider-Man like Into the Great Web or whatever it was called, they cancel that, but they like give the green flag to like the most generic Overwatch clone imaginable. These companies are morons.
Meanwhile, Harmon falls asleep while playing Xenoblade on stream.
Nat and Box, thank you for the $5, dude. Sir or madam, or anything in between. They eat this slop up, meanwhile Harmon falls asleep while playing Xenoblade. Yeah, it's like he simps for Xenoblade and then just falls asleep playing it. Like, it is what it is.
People are going to buy less games, and that means that they're only going to pay for the high-quality, premium content on Nintendo consoles.
I mean, no. Like, if you're getting ripped off by one console developer, I feel like you're not gonna go to another console developer. I feel like at that point, you're either gonna quit gaming or you're gonna go to PC. Like, genuinely. I don't feel like people are gonna do that. It's like, oh, what's that? You're getting scammed on Xbox, we'll move over to PlayStation. It's like, no, people aren't gonna do that. I mean, morons will do that, I'm sure. But it's like, people who especially in today's economy, where it's like, shit's just getting more and more expensive. It's like, people aren't gonna... Like, if he seriously thinks that people are gonna get, like, scammed out of Xbox and then just move over to Nintendo Switch, like, I want what he's smoking. Walter White must have brewed it for him.
The only piece of hardware that is worth the money, that is worth the price of admission, that is like, will keep you entertained endlessly, like Nintendo Switch 2 is set to dominate this console generation. And the narrative right now is like, well, I'm glad I got a gaming PC. That's so...
Well, again, a little ironic. Oh, Nintendo Switch entertains you endlessly. Meanwhile, this motherfucker makes like 3 videos a day.
Much less
clearly isn't that entertaining to you, buddy.
Expensive. Like, what? You know, gaming PCs require like, what? Like at least $5,000? You know?
Literally not true. I hate that people genuinely... Chat, my entire PC setup, like, not just the rig, but the monitor, the mouse. Keep in mind the monitor is pretty good. It's like 130 hertz or some shit. The mouse, the keyboard, or the fuck's it called? The key thing. the key. Whatever, keyboard, yeah, there we go. The mouse, the keyboard, the monitor, the rig itself, and then like an optional mouse mat and headset. Like, that entire setup was like $1,400, because I got it on like a sale. Like, the entire thing. And sure, that is pricey, but it's like, it's really damn good. But like, my PC isn't even close to being like top of the range. Like, it's definitely great, but like, I just hate this idea of, oh, you need to spend like thousands of dollars. It's like, no, if you know where to look, you literally, like, you just don't need to.
You know, to set up, to make sure that like everything is optimized.
Which is all the more ironic from this twit, because he keeps claiming to have like a high-end gaming PC. But it's like, him of all people, like, he of all people should know that that isn't true. Unless
Harmon gives Americans a bad name.
Like, who? Wait, what? What?
Actually, I'm saying that Harmon gives Americans a bad name. Which I'm
it's like, unless this bellend is about to unironically say to your face that, like, The Witcher 3 looks graphically identical on the Nintendo Switch to, like, an RDX 3060. Because he actually said that in the past. It's like, and he
did not.
Yeah, he said that the graphics on the Nintendo Switch are, like, identical to a gaming PC. I'm like, alright, buddy. Nintendo really has you buried in their balls, don't they?
Correctly, and then I can run everything. And then you have to keep upgrading it after that. Like, this idea that...
Oh yeah, because gaming consoles, you don't need to upgrade at all. Nope. You buy one console and it lasts 30 years. That's totally how that works.
Like, this is something that will, like, last you indefinitely and be, like, you know, is some cost-effective way to play games. It's just a giant code, you know? Like, it always was, but, like, you're going to see, like, PCs getting more and more expensive as well. You know, this idea that they're not is just laughably off base.
Well, yeah, PCs get more expensive, and PCs are expensive because they're better. It's like, it's a better product. Of course they're going to be more expensive. That's how economics works.
To me, I think that's a really good indication that, like, the PC master race doesn't actually know what they're talking about. Because...
Oh yeah, because you do. Mr. Witcher 3 looks graphically identical on the Switch as it does on the PC. It's like, mate, I don't even know what to say.
do they really believe that the price of PC parts aren't going to be affected by the economy and by the tariffs and stuff like that?
I mean, the funny thing is, it's a little ironic that you're talking about PC parts, because, like, there's so many to choose from. And it's like, that's one of the appealing things about PC prices, the fact that there's so many people competing for your money. So better pieces, better components, and better parts keep coming out. And obviously, because they're all competing with each other, they're, like, deliberately not being overpriced. Because if they get overpriced, they're just not going to be bought. It's like, if you have, like, 10 PC components and they all offer you the same performance, but one of them is, like, $50 more expensive, yeah, no shit, that one's not going to get bought as much. It's like, it is what it is. It's like, but that is a luxury you don't have on consoles. It's like, with consoles, you are forced to pay, like, a certain amount of money, minimum, for a plastic box, and you have no control over what goes into that plastic box, and you have no control over what bollocks they pull behind the strings, the scenes, rather, to take advantage of you. Like, you have no control over whether or not you need to, pay to play your games online, or any of this other stuff. It's like, no, they're just going to take advantage of you, and you can just eat shit from the jar with a great big spoon if you think any differently.
Do they really think they're just going to be, like, exempt from that? Like, do they think they'll be able to...
I mean, no one's saying we're going to be exempt from it, but, like, it's going to affect PC gamers the least out of any of the marketplaces. Like, that much is certain.
Pirate everything? Without being sent to prison? Like...
What? What, being sent to prison? What the fuck is he on about?
Exempt from that? Like, do they think they'll be able to pirate everything? Without being sent to prison?
I mean, yeah, I can pirate everything. Because, guess what? Piracy is not emulation. You hemorrhoid. Learn the difference. Like, a cheeky Google search could have told you that emulation is not piracy. Chat, do we like tuna fish? Bro, tuna fish is sick. I love tuna fish. Tuna mayo sandwich is awesome. Well, it is what it is. Yeah, tuna mayo's peak. Yeah, tuna mayo's sick. I've pirated games all my life. It's like, I've emulated games recently, and I'm really happy I have. Because it's like, one of my favorite games of all time is Dragon Quest VIII. And it's like, I permanently have Dragon Quest VIII now. It's on my PC. It's on my Steam Deck. No corporate entity is going to take it away from me. I have this game. It ain't going anywhere. And I'm happy. And that's a luxury that you just don't have on consoles. The fuck is he drinking? It looks like engine oil. Probably is engine oil.
Straight up delusional. And it does need to be called out for what it is.
Fucking hell, I swear Harry Potter has better eyesight than your camera. Fucking get it to focus on your face. You barely qualify as human, but, like, make your camera, like, focus at the very least.
A giant cope.
How is it a giant cope? Like, no one's denying that prices are going to go up on the PC, but it's going to be, like, the PC crowd is going to be least affected. Because there's, like, loads of PC parts that come out. There are loads of people competing with PC parts, meaning that prices are constantly going down. Quality keeps going up, prices go down. It's like games could very well be $80 on Steam. Like, we could very well reach that point, but guess what? They're not going to stay at $80 forever, because we have fantastic sales, and we have constant sales. And you also don't need to pay to get sales, like you do on console.
Everything when it comes to anti-Nintendo discourse in this day and age.
But it's not even anti-Nintendo, it's literally, like, we are sick of games getting more expensive, and Nintendo was the first one to do it. Like, it's not that we have, like, a hate boner for Nintendo. It's just a case of we hate that things are getting more expensive. Because guess what? You shouldn't be spending this much money on fucking video games. It's like, yeah, I know that you're a complete corporate shill and you tried accusing people of being poor just because they didn't want to spend, like, $60 on remasters that run at 720p 30 FPS. Like, I know that you're a complete corporate shill and you have Nintendo's head firmly between your man boobs, but, like, you need to stop. You need to look at the better picture.
And, like,
it's like, imagine unironically being sold a remaster that runs at 720p 30 FPS. Like, that is actually a joke.
Entire, like, console hype cycle, like, this entire console cycle of, like, the Switch 2 being announced and everybody, like, demonizing it for, like, a couple of weeks, and then it becoming, like, this huge deal. Like, it proves...
I mean, it isn't, though. It's like, congrats, you're well done. That's how things work. We talk about something for 2 weeks, then we move on to the next thing. It's like, that's literally how things work. Unlike you, where you just bitch and whine about Elden Ring for, like, literal years. Like, we can't all live in the past. Like, you gotta move on, you know?
To us, a couple of things. Like,
also, does anyone in chat think that emulation is piracy? Like, please say yes. I will have a field day debating you on that. It's like, it is what it is. It's like, congrats, you're well done. Yeah, that's like one of my favorite phrases. Congrats, you're well done, you cock. Having to pay $10 to play a Switch game on the Switch too. Yeah, it's like, it's honestly one of those where I'm surprised that they're actually getting away with that. Like, that to me seems like a crime, honestly. Like, and again, it's like, Xbox don't make you do that with backwards compatibility. And I don't even think PlayStation do it. It's like, what's Nintendo's excuse? Oh wow, they can just vacuum a little bit of money out of you. It's like with Sonic Colors Ultimate, to use a Sonic example, because people say that Sega are saints. It's like, no, Sega are also bellends when it comes to this. It's like, do you remember Sonic Colors Ultimate, where it's like, you didn't get the Planet Wisp remix tracks? You had to spend like an additional $5 just to get free fucking songs with the game. It's like, that is desperate. Like, that is scummy behavior right there. It's like, they're literally just finding lower lows to vacuum money out of your wallet or your purse. Like, I thought about debating the ethics of piracy. Well, yeah, it's like, it'd be an easy debate. You can pull up a Google search. But it's like, I don't think that emulation is piracy. It's like, I'm not naive. Like, obviously, yeah, some people do commit piracy by using emulators. But it's like, that's not the emulator's fault, you know? It would be like if someone sold you an illegal copy of, like, Avengers Endgame, and the police came and they arrested the DVD player. It makes no sense.
First of all, just how little influence
fucking sausage fingers
online gaming community actually has on online discourse. I know,
but that's actually bollocks, because, like, we have quite a lot of influence. Well, PC gamers do anyways. Remember, like, the freaking Helldivers situation where they made it so that you needed a PSN account? like, PC gamers came together and then Sony was like, alright, sorry, my bad. We'll shut that down. It's like, yeah, we actually, like, people actually do have a lot of, like, a lot of power over companies. Because, yeah, you vote with your money. It is what it is. It's like, you vote with your money. You have power over these corporations. Just don't give them your money. Problem solved. Like, GG's. Didn't the same happen in Spider-Man 2? Yeah, the same happened with Spider-Man 2. It's like, this single-player game needs a fucking PlayStation Online, like, pass. And it's bollocks. And I'm fairly certain they removed that as well.
I talk about that a lot. I have been talking about that a lot over the years, but, like, it is positively shocking to me.
I think there might be a convincing case that piracy is moral. But it's like, to an extent, I agree. It's like, I don't think piracy inherently is, like, morally incorrect. Even if it's, like, technically illegal, you know? Like, it is what it is. It sounds like hell, I know, right? Yeah, it's like, these console manufacturers are just assholes nowadays. It's such a shame.
Just how much the narrative contrasted with reality, you know?
Once again, describing your entire YouTube channel.
Like, you had so many people, like, crying about the Switch 2's price, and then when you look around, you know, at the market and see how expensive everything else is, suddenly the overpriced Nintendo hardware is suddenly the most affordable option.
Well, yeah, that's still not a good thing, though. It's like, being cheaper than something that's overpriced doesn't make it worth the money. It just makes it the lesser of two evils. Especially since, like, with the, just because it's legal doesn't mean it's right. Yeah, and vice versa, just because it's illegal doesn't make it wrong. Piracy of old games is based. Yeah, I agree. Like, if the games aren't being sold anymore, like, the companies aren't making money from it, so yeah, just pirate them all you want. Like, I don't think that's, like, it is what it is. It's like, the company isn't losing any money from you doing that. Like, it is what it is. And at the end of the day, piracy is stealing. It's like, how the hell are you stealing something that's not being sold anymore? It's like, do what you want. But yeah, it's like, but another reason why I think the Switch 2 is overpriced is because it's like, it doesn't really offer anything new, you know? It's like, in terms of the console, like, when it's docked, it's like, you can expect similar performance metrics to the Series X, which were cutting edge, like, 5 years ago. It's like, oh, well done. The Switch 2 is still 5 years out of date.
You know, nothing has changed on that front. So again, I can't take people who, like, cry about this thing seriously. It's just so completely...
I couldn't imagine looking like him and saying that I can't take people seriously. It's like, you're literally the human equivalent of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, and yet you're still gonna chat shit online.
So yeah, like, the online gaming community is not indicative of the actual market. Okay, we've established that a long time ago. It's proven itself true this time, and like, I think secondly, we do need to talk about how Nintendo has pretty much, like, demolished every narrative against them.
I wouldn't even bother getting Crossworlds because it doesn't have 200cc. Wait, what? Oh, you meant Mario Kart World. I was so confused for a second. I was like, oh. I thought for a moment you were a Mario fanboy with that comment, but then you explained yourself. Yeah, I didn't really care about 200cc when I played Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but, like, I mean, it would have been cool to see it return, I will say. Was the Xbox One capable of 120 FPS 4K? The Series X was capable of that, but because the games were so bloody demanding and, like, unoptimized, there was only, like, 60 games that could actually achieve that. It's like, there really weren't that many. It's like the Series... It's kind of like the same thing with the PS5 Pro. It's like, the Series X is like a fantastic console on paper, but because of the games, it's like it barely ever reached its, like, actual potential. Which, again, is bollocks, but it is what it is.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna head up. I'm actually going to take a nap. I didn't sleep till, like, past 2 a.m., so I'm gonna try to take a nap.
I mean, yeah, that's fine. Take care.
Yep, you too.
God knows I
Go to
need
stream.
sleep.
Like, I honestly don't really see any.
I pirate games because I don't want to give these greedy companies my money. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's another reason. It's like, if... Well, it's like, I feel like you've got to be careful with that, because it's like... Like, I understand what you mean, but like... I mean, it is what it is. If that's your choice, that's your choice.
Real criticisms of the company in this day and age. Like, it's crazy, like, the kind of shit you see on message boards that gets paraded.
It's like, this guy's just so damn quiet. I think I'm just gonna end this here. But it's like, to give a good example, it's like, do you guys know what Bloodborne is? Like, the Dark Souls game? It's like, Bloodborne is literally not being... Like, Sony is not remastering Bloodborne, even though everyone would love it. It's like, they are choosing not to do that. So then you have the PC audience where it's like, okay, we're just gonna remaster the game. Like, we're gonna give it 4K, 120 FPS. We're gonna restore all of the cut content, you know, from launch. We're gonna, like, add, like, new shit to it. We're gonna make it, like, by far, like, the best version of the game we can possibly be, you know? And Sony decide to shut it down anyways. It's like, they're not earning money from it, and you're choosing not to remake it. It's like, why would you shut it down? Other than the fact that you're just arseholes. Like, there's no reason... There's no reason to shut that down. Like, there was literally no reason. Like, it's so dumb. Like, fucking Sony, man. It's insane. But yeah, we're just chilling right now. We'll see if we can find, like, a... Chat, what's a Bloodborne? Bloodborne's awesome. It's basically just Victorian Dark Souls. Holy shit. See, like, this is the thing that I really want to do. Like, I envy people that can make, like, 2.5 hour long videos. Like, I think I would actually blow my brains out if I tried doing that. Like, honestly, like, you guys are insane for that. Let's look at, what's his face? Damn, what's it called? Oh, Nathaniel. I'm not expecting the most in-depth review from this man, but I'm expecting an entertaining one at least. A pretty decent way to, Pariah 865's Unleashed videos. Oh, bloody hell. Hey, we got Optimus Prime in the chat. Or Gingerman Prime. I like how Sony initially shut down the PC port of Stellar Blade. Yeah, exactly, it's stupid. Like, they're literally just anti-consumer at that point. Opinion on Sonic Superstars? I don't really have a strong opinion on Superstars, but it's like, I don't really, like, overly care about the 2D games. To be honest. Like, the 2D games are good, they're just not really for me. But yeah, with that being said, let's have a look at this.
Sonic Unleashed is good. Or is it bad? The intro cutscene is the best part of the game. If Sonic Boomtails were here, he could twiddle his fingers and save Super Sonic no problem. Who switched my game to the Sonic 2 movie? And now we're watching Stranger Things? What's happening? I'm sorry, but there's no way Sonic should have survived this fall. If
why not?
Shadow dies in Sonic Adventure 2, why didn't Sonic die as well? Chip wakes up to the sight of Sonic's crotch. That's rough. I can't believe Sonic is juggling 2 Chaos Emeralds with one hand so casually. If they break, you're f***ed. Oh.
Ah, yes, because... Oh boy. I mean, I wasn't expecting quality reviews, but,
God, the NPCs are just like the ones from Sonic 06. You can die in the hub world? Huh? Why are we starting with Act 2? That's not confusing at all.
Because you've already played Act 1, you dick.
How funny would it have been if Sonic turned into Shadow and just said, ah, every time he transformed? Oh, so there's Act 1. Why not just call this Act 2 instead? Drop the act numbers, it's confusing. I had never played this game until...
That moment when you can't count to 3.
now, and everyone said the nighttime stages were the worst part.
Aren't the Chaos Emeralds indestructible? Yeah, he must have been thinking about that scene from Flushed Away where he breaks the fucking thing and he's like, oh, but you can't break a real ruby. He must have been thinking of that. Hey, Celine's here. Hello, Celine. Flubbles.
Is button mashing. It's slow and boring.
This is basically Cinema Sins with a different format. Yeah, it's like, that's the reason why I don't really like doing Cinema Sins. It's like, whenever I review something, I actually go in depth with my points.
Oh, of course the wooden doors take 5 hits instead of 4. That's only annoying because the swinging animation has a delay after the 4th hit, so you have to start it over to break the door. And that might sound petty, that's because it is. And why does the
sum up this video in 1 sentence or less?
Have to play every time I go into combat?
Hello? So...
The Unleashed gauge
Okay, that was a decent joke, I will say.
At least kind of speeds things up, but it still takes forever to clear stages. There's next to no enemy variety either. You get the same ones over and over and over again. I love how Sonic just doesn't have a seat. He's forced to stand up. I'm sorry.
What's the worst Mario power scaling video? Probably the Venom and Cinnamon one, because like he was acting like a smug prick, and he wasn't even that intelligent. Like he said that the end was moon level, and he said that like Perfect Chaos was city level. It's like not only was he a moron, but he was also like just being smug and unlikable. Is Eggman Land hard? It's hard the first time you do it, yeah. After that, it's not that bad.
But there is no way that Sonic is able to stay put this plane with all that flipping. Most of these NPCs tell me to go to Spagonia University. Don't they have anything else interesting to say? Man, these puzzles really remind me of Sonic Boom. I'm sorry for the hug. Let me smack you instead. Oh, thank God this huge freaking barrel was just right here to open the gate. Thank God. Something's not right? Looks like a normal Sonic game to me. Eggman needs Subway? Ew, nasty. You need a lot of the Sun and Moon medals to make progress. If you don't look for them at the beginning, expect to return to older levels multiple times.
What's the worst gaming opinion you've ever heard in your life? Probably the Harmon Smith one on Spider-Man 2. Like, that one actually made me rage quit. It takes a lot to genuinely piss me off, but I think he managed to do it with that one take. Like that one take that Herbert said. Yeah, I feel like that was probably what was the take? So get this. Chat, you're gonna love this. In fact, you know what? We're gonna get full screen for this one, and we're gonna bring Puffer out for this one because we need all of the takes. We need all the protection we can get. So, because Spider-Man 2 supposedly has Arkham combat, Harmon Smith was genuinely surprised and confused that the Arkham Batman villains were not in Marvel Spider-Man 2. Try find a worse gaming take.
Why can't they be used to unlock bonus levels instead? I have a
Puffer.
Special hatred for enemies that re-heal the other enemies. And don't even get me started for when they're on fire. Why is this daytime stage just Sonic racing himself? Look, I admittedly like the variety in the Werehog levels, but man, they're just way too long! This boss is a pain in the neck, and his neck is a pain. Oh, come
yeah, like, that was the only time that I've legit rage quit a fucking versus, a debunk video. That is the only time I've rage quit a debunk video. I was like, alright, like, enough's enough. Like, I am not gonna dignify that with a response. I'm just gonna call my losses and move on. And if you don't believe me, I will literally play the fucking video. Like, if you don't believe that Harmon Smith said that, like, I will literally pull up the video right now. Can confirm he did say that. Oh, boy.
Come on! That was some bullshit, asshole, right there. These stupid fire bees are the worst. You aren't able to hit them most of the time until you figure out you can throw them, but even then, they're only vulnerable for like 2 seconds. And they're so
What's your favorite Sonic cartoon? Probably, Sonic X. Or maybe... Nah, Sonic X.
And do a lot of damage. They suck. These things seriously suck. I got glitches in me britches. Golly goodness, do I love balancing on these ungrabbable narrow platforms. People make fun of Resident Evil 4 for having too many QTEs, but oh, dude, f***ing Sonic.
What's the best Sonic game that's not Unleashed? Unleashed. I mean, duh.
Unleashed takes the cake on that, alright?
Sonic Lost World's better than Adventure 2. Oh, you could be right there. I'm not sure.
Seriously, it's never-ending QTEs. You can't escape them.
Oh god. No. 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 Go away. Go away. Stop it. No! I can't get rid of them. Ah!
Eggman Land, by far, is way too long and quite possibly the worst video game stage I've ever played in my life.
No.
Almost got to the end, got a game over, and had to redo the entire stage. And it wouldn't be that bad if it was split into parts, but no, you gotta do it all in one go or until you run out of lives. And when you're done, it'll take you 40 to 50 minutes. Why?
No.
In the end of Eggman Land is so painful. You got 2 of the big guys spamming their energy waves, and if you run into one, the other one will also hit you. Plus there's multiple wizards. Like, it couldn't possibly be more obnoxious.
Hey, what's your deal with Sonic Unleashed? Oh, get out of here. I'm being contrarian.
I can't believe how well the intro cutscene holds up. Dr. Eggman has a Dreamcast. I think that makes him based. And he's so much fun to watch, snapping and waggling his arms all over the place. As boring as the Werehog stages can be sometimes, at least he looks pretty cool. Ah, Sonic Unleashed daytime stages. So much fun. A level-up system for Sonic and the Werehog is a neat idea to spice up the game. This is a really pretty hub world. In fact, each level is based on a real-world location. Windmill
Such a
Isle,
gorgeous
as an example,
fucking game.
takes some inspiration from Greece. The gameplay loop is simple and to the point, just as it should be. You can
Top 5 favorites. Top 5 Sonic games, objectively speaking. 1 Unleashed, 2 Shadow Gens. Fuck Shadow Gens. No, that's not top 5. Colors, Sonic Heroes, Adventure. Where's Sonic Generations? Like, I feel like if you were to replace Shadow Gens with Sonic Gens, I think I'd be happy. To be honest. Props to you for giving love to Sonic Colors, though.
Dash, and that's all there is to it. Being able to level up your stats in the middle of a stage is surprisingly handy. Chip can kill himself on command and then come back. He's a god among men.
Excuse me.
People are too harsh on the night stage.
Why do you hate Shadow Gens? It's just like a watered down Sonic Gens. It's literally just Sonic Gens, but pretty much worse across the board, aside from the story. And even then, the story's just basically the story is basically just Shadow 05 if Shadow 05 was tolerable. It's like I just think Shadow Gens had so much potential and barely met any of it. I don't know. It's like I just never really got the hype for Shadow Gens. Like people saying it's the best Sonic game ever, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
They're really not that bad and a nice break from the speed sections. Nobody talks about how sick Savannah Citadel is. It's one of my favorite Sonic Unleashed stages. But Cool Edge is even better. You run on top of whales for crying out loud. The boss fights are pretty fun.
Although I don't even know what my top 5 favorite Sonic games are, like genuinely. Okay, if we're not including fan projects, because obviously Project 06 would be in top 5. Celine, how are you doing, my good darling? It's good to have you here again. You seem to be coming and going quite a lot. Ugh, excuse me. Okay, top 5 favorite that isn't including fan games. Unleashed, Sonic Gens. Colors. I don't know what the others would be. Mania, maybe? And then maybe Adventure. Oh, Adventure 1. I like Adventure 1. Yeah, maybe those. Like Unleashed, Sonic Gens. Colors. Mania and Adventure 1, I guess. I don't know. It's like the closest I can think
feel
of.
fairly different from one another. The sheer adrenaline you get with Rooftop Run. Each new daytime stage manages to get better and better. Running across all this water in Dragon Road is awesome too. Like, really, I can't get enough of these. Arid Sands, another fantastic stage. Just look at it. Shoutouts to the YYYA combo for letting me make extra high jumps. Well damn, Sonic can schmoove. Chip somehow manages to turn into this badass Iron Giant building thing. What a Chad. This robot is such a sassy bitch. I love him.
You should spend most of your birthday with your family. I mean, I'll be spending some of my birthday with my family, but unfortunately I can't spend all of it with my family.
Credits roll I've seen in a long time. Just Sonic going for a jog.
Wait a second, are you playing the Xbox 360 version? Yeah, I mean, this one has all the levels. Oh, that's your problem. You gotta play the Wii one. I don't have it on the Wii, but I do.
Thank God you don't have to run around a hub world. It's so much nicer to just
emulation.
Quickly read some text about the story instead. The nighttime stages are so much better too. The
bullshit. Bro, the controls in this are so much worse.
Controls are simplified and the stages are way shorter. Breaking down barriers takes 2 to 3 hits instead of 5. There's a new boss fight to try out, which is pretty fun to fight.
The Dark Guardian was like a good addition though.
So Cool Edge's first act uses the hub world from the 360 version. That's an interesting choice to make. But you know what the best part of the Wii version is? No more forcing you to get medals! Woo!
Yeah, but the daytime stages aren't as good, and there's still too many nighttime stages. Bruh. But yes, I will admit, the Wii one is highly underrated and is overall better than the 360 one, just because nighttime stages are tolerable.
That's bullshit. I think, is the Wii version of Unleashed any good? I'd say it's good, I just think that the HD version's way better. Like, the daytime levels are better, and I think the nighttime levels are better as well. Like, I really like the one thing that I think the daytime levels, I don't like how many QuickTime events there are in the HD version. Like, I think that's kind of shit. And I also don't like the plain shooting segments. Like, they're not very fun. Night stages in Unleashed are kind of overhated. I'd say they're overhated, I just don't think they're as good as the HD version. Like, the HD version just has, like, it's just, like, better. I don't know how to describe it. Like, the combat feels better, the movement, graphics, obviously. Pretty much everything other than the Dark Guardian boss fight and the Temple of Gaia segments. Other than that, I think the HD version's way better.
Yeah, so I'll see you later. Oh, say, do you want some chocolate? No thanks.
Thoughts on the storybook games? Look great, sound great. Play like shit. Like, they look great. They have great stories. Fucking phenomenal soundtracks. Gameplay, it comes at a cost of gameplay, unfortunately.
Want some chocolate? No! Want some chocolate? No, Nathaniel, I'm not... Want some chocolate now? No, Nathaniel.
Fucking segues, man. Those certainly were a thing. Black Knight's pretty fun. I don't mind Black Knight. It's alright. Black Knight's certainly decent. Man, I'm just... To be fair, that was decent hoverboards, yeah, no. It's literally like the fucking Back to the Future hoverboards. That was fun, though. I enjoyed that. Top 10 worst Sonic games. I mean, it was 7 years ago, so... Oh, it's actually including all the spin-off stuff. That's cool. What the fuck? You put Heroes on the list?
On a time when I was a kid, I took a break from
Sonic and the
games
Secret
for
Rings. So
jumping.
what's the worst Sonic game?
Usually in games, that's not a bad
at all. What are you talking about? God, those bonus stages, why are the controls...
Oh, just the bonus stages. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, Sonic Free Riders. Okay, yeah, that's pretty based. What's the best Sonic game besides Unleashed? For me, at least, probably Sonic Generations. Secret Ring slander. I mean, it's not really slander, like, they just don't really control very well. Thoughts on the villain of Unleashed? Pretty good. Do you think Sonic should have serious stories like Frontiers? I don't know, to be honest. Let's go, he answered. Mate, like, if you're asking me the same fucking question over and over again and I'm not responding to you, like, dude, there's so many people to respond to. Like, calm down. I don't know, to be honest. It's like, you can have good, serious stories and you can have good, light-hearted stories. I don't really know. I can't take Adventure 2 seriously. Yeah, it's like the game just doesn't even look that serious anymore. Like, I don't know if it's because the animations haven't aged that well or something, but it's like, to me, the game just feels light-hearted for the most part. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. Like, light-hearted Sonic games, like, are really freaking good. But, you know, it is what it is. Bro, I really don't want to play Huntsman. Like, I think if I reach 100,000 subscribers, I'll play Huntsman. But, like, that game would terrify the shit out of me. I don't like spiders. It's basically just Alien Isolation, but with a giant-ass spider. Like, I would hate that so much. Other than Unleashed, which Sonic game would you want to be remade the most? I don't want Unleashed to be remade, because it's like, we technically already have it with, recompiled. It's like, a Sonic game that I want to be remade is like Adventure 1, probably. Because, like, Adventure 1 is absolutely goated, it just doesn't have very good graphics. It's like, Adventure 1 remastered would be sick. Heroes, I was hyped watching the opening. I mean, I don't mind Heroes. It just has, like, a couple of really shit things about it. You have arachnophobia? Yeah, I can't deal with spiders. I hate them. I can't deal with spiders. They're not very good. I don't like the 8-legged spiders. I do not like them. But yeah, I don't really know what to do now, aside from go to sleep. I'm really fucking tired. So I think that's a pretty neat... Oh, shit. Sleep on stream. Never.
Whiplash of a Michael Bay flick.
Never. Never in a billion years. So it's like, Sonic Heroes is a game that I'm very looking forward to reviewing. Because, like, Sonic Heroes is just so fascinating to me. Like, how... It's, like, really good and really bad at the same time. Like, it's such an interesting game to me. What have we got here? Oh, Nattenbox, thank you for the $2, by the way. Adventure 2 has the mood whiplash of a Michael Bay flick. Yeah, you're not wrong. Unfortunately, Adventure 1 didn't make good money like Adventure 2 and Battle did. Yeah, it is what it is. Anyways, though, chat, I think we're basically just chatting and not really doing very much, so I think I'm gonna end the stream here. I want to say thank you very much for all of the early birthday donations. It's literally not even my birthday yet, and you guys are already being incredibly generous. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. It really means a lot. With that being said, I will head off, hopefully get some sleep, and I'll see you guys Wednesday. I don't know what we'll be doing. If you guys have any crap videos for us to watch, join the Discord server and send me them, and maybe I'll watch them. That being said, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.